smoked another to the face, yeah. She wanna stay. Singing to your bitch like I was Drake, yeah.
Don't just try to tell me you love me. Can't keep it real if you really don't trust me. Come with a real, you here in the front, so you get my meals. I'm gunning for the money in the bank. Coming with a dank, scrolling a tank, rolling with the gang. You sitting out on the sideline tripping. I go to the hole with the rock like Pippin. Yeah. I'm okay.
What up, though, and welcome to Woodward Heavyweights Live on WoodwardSports.com. I'm Easy, joined by guys Spinmo Rex.
What up, though?
No young Chris. He's got the Folga.
Or
he's faking sick. He caught something in Mexico. He actually probably should have quarantined, and I'm thinking about it. Like, stay the fuck away from us for at least 7 days?
I don't know.
5 days?
Colt Keith got his first major league knock. Tigers are up 1-0 thanks to Javi Baez. Javi Baez is back.
Little Oppo Taco.
Yeah.
Oppo Taco. Stole a base. Smart base from
Got
him.
himself into some small ball. And yeah, Colt Keith just got his first base hit, so shout out to him.
He's also got, well, I don't know who that is, so we'll move on.
It's his girl.
It's his girl, for
She's
sure.
fine, yeah. And Jason Benetti got a partial standing ovation for the White Sox faithful, so shout out to him. Glad to have him on.
Good for him.
Known Spencer Raxter supporter Scott Harris is joining the broadcast right now. You know, he told me good luck in my endeavors when I met him. So,
Who was that?
Jake Rogers.
And what did Javi do?
Javi got a single. He stole second, and he got sack flied in.
How old is Javi?
Old.
Damn. Never mind. Won't do it. Positive vibes. Detroit Tigers don't win their first game. I'm an idiot for not just taking the money line. I should have known better. I told you in the bathroom.
Hey, yo.
Oh, what?
I did. Why are you looking at me crazy like that?
What'd you tell me?
I should have took the money line over the Sox.
Oh, did you take -1.5?
No, what were the odds on the money line?
I think minus like 165 by the time it came out. It was at like minus 175, and then the starting lineups came out and dropped right down to 165.
Damn. Why? What about the starting lineups made a drop?
Probably Ibanez in the leadoff spot.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Torque batting
two.
second.
Yeah, I mean, there were some questionable things, but AJ does that. I mean, it was mid-season form, AJ Hinch playing the matchup card. Spenmo, what'd you think of it?
I mean, hey, they're up 1-0, so I don't care as long as it works out. Like, that's what Hinch does. He plays the matchup. He moves his lineup around. He's not afraid to move guys around, so I'm good with it. They're up 1-0. Scooble's dealing. All is well right now.
What was the beef? I mean, what do we...
Torkelson was in the 2-hole. Ibanez was leading off. Parker Meadows was at 9th. Kerry Carpenter wasn't in the lineup. There's a lot of things, but, you know, against the lefty is what you're trying to save Carpenter for, so I'm not mad at it.
Yeah, not going to lie. I'm expecting as soon as a righty comes out of the pen, we're going to see a Kerry Bonds little pinch hit situation, maybe in a big spot.
Hinch likes to have guys with pop on his bench, and yeah, you don't want to put Carpenter up there against the lefty for the first game, so I'm fine with it. Ibanez leading off was a surprise.
Yeah.
But, hey, it's worked out. Like I said, 1-0.
And he's the one with the RBI.
Yep.
So shout out Ibanez pulling through, playing a little team ball.
Just so I can understand, like, what's the issue with Ibanez leading off?
Is he's not a leadoff hitter. Like, he's not your stereotypical leadoff hitter.
What is your stereotypical leadoff hitter?
Parker Meadows, a guy that gets on base, a guy that's really fast. A guy that hits for contact. No, we don't know what Ibanez is yet, but I can tell you he's not a leadoff hitter.
Yeah, the reason Ibanez...
Says you.
Yeah, he did really well against lefties last year, so I believe that's why Hinch was feeling the Ibanez card, maybe because he did crush lefties last year. I mean, that's why he's on this team, to be quite honest.
Scoob just struck out Luis Robert, probably the best player in the White Sox lineup, so shout out to that. Another K for Scooble.
Scoob. How many's he at on the day?
I think that's his third.
Hell yeah!
Did anybody hit him?
No. Well, yeah, he's got, I think, 2 hits. So shout out to Scooble, he's dealing.
Gotta do his show, and I just want to watch baseball now. How crazy. Who would have thought?
Why?
Who'd have thunk it?
You fake fan.
Just so I can learn.
Not going to.
I was a fan once upon a time. And they got rid of the best GM. Who's the best GM in baseball?
The best GM in baseball right now? I don't know.
Dombrowski's definitely in the conversation, no?
Yeah, he's up there for sure.
Pete? Who's the best GM in baseball?
Well, I definitely know it's not Brian Cashman, man. Brian Cashman is. I'll tell you that. I hate that guy.
Why?
Because he thinks he's the God's gift, and he ain't. He ain't with the Cubs anymore, man. He's
Says
gonna
the guy
ruin
wearing
those
shades
Yankees,
indoors.
dude. Yeah, I got the hoodless Unabomber look on today.
Nick, what were you about to say?
Yeah, I believe it's Chris Young from the Rangers. When we spent on Javi. They spent on Corey Seager. And then
Worked out pretty
they've
well.
absolutely crushed it with prospects. Yeah, and they just got a World Series. And they're debuting two top five prospects today, basically.
That's actually crazy.
One of them's debuting. The other one helped the team win the World Series last season. So Chris Young, in my mind, obviously recency bias. We'll see how those guys pan out. But Chris Young for sure for the Rangers.
No, honest answer from me, Mike Hazen from Arizona. Mike Hazen is really doing a great job with the Diamondbacks because they don't usually win like that. And last year they just kept winning, so he's doing good.
Is Dabrowski in either of your guys' conversation? I guess no.
He
Why not?
he liquidates too many minor league players, man. I mean, the minor leagues is the future, and he liquidates what he can. It's kind of like Ken Holland back in the Red Wings days, just liquidating what he could to bring in the top talent. I'm not a big fan of how Dombrowski cooks the books. That's just personally me.
Right?
He does, but then when he leaves the minor leagues or the minor league system for the team he leaves are just
Depleted.
decimated.
That's fair. This is news we broke yesterday, but it's on the sheet. Nate Sudfeld re-signed with the Detroit Lions.
Yeah, I mean, who cares? Who fucking cares? Who cares? If you're making a big deal about the Nate Sudfeld signing, fucking relax. Nobody should care about this. This is a nothing burger. Everybody was hype about Teddy. Oh, look, we got Teddy Two Gloves. He's the best backup in the NFL. What did he do? Nothing. Nobody cares. Backups don't matter. If your backup wins, or if your backup's in the game, you're probably going to lose anyways. Doesn't matter. If you're making videos about Teddy Two or fucking Nate Sudfeld, if you're mad about them signing Nate Sudfeld, get over it. It doesn't matter. It's nothing.
Who did it? Who made the video?
I don't know. I'm just saying.
He got real specific.
It's just fucking nobody cares.
Felt Pacific.
Nate Sudfeld means nothing to this team. If your backup's in, you're probably going to fucking lose anyways. So it doesn't fucking matter. Big, hairy nutsack. I just think that,
Fuck.
fuck.
Shut your fucking face, Uncle Fucker.
But
You know what it
I just
fucking
think
is,
that
Uncle Fucker.
fucking Lady Jane's girl's just opening the door on purpose so we hear
That's-
the tire shop. in
Yeah,
the
sorry if you
background.
had kids.
But I just think that, like I said, Nate Sudfeld, it's a nothing burger. You should not be getting upset about it. Obviously, nobody's praising it because he's not good, but it doesn't matter.
Big old practice squad player.
Yeah,
That's what this is.
It's nothing.
It's
probably
like
make the roster.
it's like signing bets from the other league, Canadian. No, I'm just kidding.
Matthew Batts. Smash that like button, be a friend,
Guys,
tell a
keep
friend.
hating.
Shout out to Pete
I'm
for filling
just
in
playing.
for Chris.
Appreciate it, boys. Good to be here.
Shout out, Pete.
Pete, what was
Shout
the topic of discussion on your previous show?
We were discussing pretty much. We did some Lions free agency. We did some obviously Tigers opening day.
Yeah.
And the Sweet 16 starts tonight. And don't forget that tomorrow here in Detroit we got 2 games starting really late. What the hell? Who starts on the East Coast or Eastern Time Zone? Was it 7:38 and then 10:07? Why for the basketball games? Why do we have a 10:07 start?
That's kind of crazy.
Pete,
What the heck is wrong?
What game is
Pete,
that?
tomorrow's a Friday. Come on now.
Yeah, but still
that's true.
10:07 for television on the East Coast.
We do
or
it for the
Eastern
West.
Time Zone?
We do it for the West Coast here. Which I mean, it starts at 7 for them, so their first game starts at 4. Yeah, that is a little odd, but
What
it is
matchup-
kind of
what
nice
matchup
for
is
on
that?
on a Friday.
looking
Like
it
if
up.
you're getting
At
out
the
with
Midwest.
if you're getting out with some buddies, you can go watch the game at 10. I think that's still pretty cool for some businesses around town at least.
You got into it with Unky Neal today.
I did.
We'll discuss that. At least I think. I mean, did I get that right on the prep sheet? Is that what the discussion kind of was? At
No,
6:24?
not
No?
really. I mean, that's not what we got into it about, but
What happened?
that is what he was saying.
What I missed?
He's talking about them not being better than they were last year, and it's just not true.
Nick?
The Tigers?
Yeah.
Or the Red Wings?
The Tigers.
Yeah, they're better, but are they contending better? You'll have to wait and see.
Is that where he was coming from?
No. We were saying he said they're going to have a worse record than they did last year.
No, did he? What?
Yeah, he said 74 wins.
Why?
I-
Or he said the number, and then you guys got on him about the number, and he had to like explain
and then
at
he
that
said
point?
79.
Okay, that makes more sense. Neil and his math.
It's just no. He was talking about how
What
they
was
didn't
the
get better
record?
and everything like that, and I was talking about how they did. How you don't have fucking Nick Maton in the lineup anymore.
Thank God.
Yeah, he's the worst player in the MLB's history. Like
Hey, but he's a wolf.
the Wolfie. Yeah. Oh, look out for Wolfie. That shit pissed me off. By the way, Tigers fans, when he got released or cut, everybody's like, "Oh no, Wolfie! Oh, we loved Wolfie." He fucking sucked. That's why he's not on an MLB roster anymore, because he is terrible at baseball. So don't, oh no, Wolfie anymore. The dude's a bum.
Why were they all wolfing though?
I don't know, man. He had a weird fan base, and when the Tigers released him, they were all.
He acted like a wolf. Like he had a wolf person. Like
What do you mean?
he had a wolf like
He was a
personality.
furry.
Like yeah.
That's what I'm
he
saying,
was-
is that-
yeah, like that's what he did.
Das?
Yes,
I
like
don't
in the
know.
locker room and stuff. I'm pretty sure he acted like a wolf.
Oh, I don't get the fit.
I don't know, dude.
All right. We don't have much in this opening segment, to be honest with you guys. The Detroit Lions are improving their facilities. After the NFLPA report came out, I don't know if you guys remember what it was. I'm pretty sure actually, I know Maz for sure tried to talk about this one, didn't he?
Yeah.
What was the grade that they got initially? Was it a C or something like that?
It was initially a C, and I think that I can actually bring up the graphic if you give me a second.
Yeah, because I saw that, and the only reason why I put it in there is just the fact that, like, I just want to give hats off to Sheila just once more, just because she actually gives a shit. And we just never had that here in Detroit Lions ownership. That's why things are going the way they are. I'd like to thank Sheila for damn near everything. But yeah, hats off to Sheila. She saw the report came out. They had a C. I think it was like one of I think it was the worst grade they had on the report. And here she is again doing something to change.
A C
that.
for what?
C for the facilities.
Okay.
So working out, like all that good stuff like that.
Lions
I mean, I guess I've
fans.
never been in any other NFL facility, so
Yeah.
I can't speak to it. But
Yeah, it was a C.
yeah, C. And then I saw. I if you want to go back to last year too. Remember a lot of the players on our team, some that are not even like with the roster anymore, were complaining about the turf.
Yeah,
And she had that ripped out,
changed that.
reinstalled. Like she gives a shit, man. She gives a shit.
she does. It's awesome to see an owner that cares.
What was the graph you got, Pete?
No, I'm getting it. Just keep
Oh.
just keep talking.
Keep ramming.
Yeah, it's awesome to see an owner like that cares. She's making the right decisions. When the players don't like something, she's going to adjust it because she understands that this wouldn't work without them, and she wants to keep them happy.
Keep on. I mean, what else did I miss today, boys? How's that work? Any other
much.
breaking news?
First two MLB games got postponed to tomorrow. Nothing really big there.
Mike Trout hit the first homer of
Yeah,
the MLB season.
Yeah,
Nice.
the official MLB season, or I guess Dodgers and Padres played in like whatever.
Do you guys
China
know why
was
they,
it? Japan?
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's
Korea.
right. That one got postponed?
No, just a couple games earlier. But so far, so good for Scooble. I mean, the Cy Young bid has officially begun. So that's positive news coming out of Tigers.
Why were they showing Baez's hand just now?
I don't know. He's probably wearing a new glove or something to help him with his bat.
Hope he's not.
How would I know? They're circling it with there's no audio. They just circle his hand.
I was working all day, so I'm asking you
This
guys.
just started.
What? There could be past injuries. I mean, I'm just asking the question. I don't fucking know.
Well, how would I know?
Maybe there's a past injury that he got surgery on. Like there could be something.
No.
All you gotta say is I don't know.
Tomorrow night, fellas, LCA cheapest ticket to get in. What do you think it is?
Cheapest
$40.
ticket to get in
To get in the building.
cheapest
all in,
too?
All
Yeah,
in after
cheapest.
fees.
$7.
for the
Go
Pistons.
No, for the
Oh, the Red
Sweet,
Wings.
Sweet 16.
For the Sweet 16.
LCA.
Oh, Sweet 16.
What do you guys think? Cheapest one?
Sweet 16.
I'm kicking myself for not getting these tickets and flipping how much I'd say
$78.
that.
No.
Easy.
116.
How about new?
How about there?
No, Scott.
How about near?
How about
Pete,
there?
you know what it is?
Isn't it 450 or 500 bucks?
Get the fuck
No,
outta
it's
here.
218
Yeah.
to get in for Gonzaga versus Purdue and Tennessee Creighton.
Damn.
Yeah, 218 to get in the building. So
Yeah, you
whoever
fucked
has
up,
those
Nick.
tickets, yeah, I should have. I think I missed that email when it came around.
We have
And
some
now
good
I officially don't
matchups.
have
Purdue
access.
against Gonzaga and Tennessee against Creighton. Those
Yeah,
are
I'll-
sweet matchups, man.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Honestly, I'm excited to see how the crowd shows out. I mean, I'm assuming a bunch of Purdue fans because you're coming up from Indiana, right? So we'll see. I mean, where's Creighton at? Is that also in
Creighton is
Midwest? Or is that Big
I
East?
think it's in the East.
Yeah,
Missouri,
Big East.
I think. I forgot. I think it's
No, I'm curious. Because you know what? If somebody asked me that in the street and like offered me like $100 to get the answer right,
Nebraska.
wow.
Creighton, Nebraska.
Omaha.
I wouldn't have guessed that in a
Nebraska.
million years.
That is, yeah.
We
never
gotta
guessed that.
go. We do have to go to break though, so we'll continue talking about this in the Tigers. We got some Lions news coming up too. We got 1 on and 2 out right now in the top of the 5th. Torkelson up to bat, and it looks like he popped out. So they stranded Banez at first, but the night is still young. Let me tell you about Jack Labrador. Football season officially is over and baseball is here. However, Jack Labrador is 24/7, 365 days a year. Learn how to play now on your phone at jacklabrador.gg. 2 new symbols and a franchise-changing 3-point play. And remember that once you go Jack, you never go back. Go to jacklabrador.gg now and join in on the fun.
Every year, after a cold and dreary winter, Metro Detroiters come together for 2 things: Tigers baseball and the best damned party in the world. A new season of Tigers baseball is here, and we're bringing in the new season as only Woodward Sports knows how. Broadcasting live from the biggest party. It's the Grand Slam Festival at the Detroit Opera House. Come party with 4,000 Detroit sports fans, starting with Wake Up Woodward and rolling into Big D Energy. This is a party you don't want to miss, with Detroit's best DJs, food trucks, and of course, shots. Get your tickets now at GrandSlamFest.com. 21 plus. See you April 5th at the Grand Slam Fest.
Where's the most convenient place to get that big fitness energy?
It's Planet Fitness.
Join today for just $1 down, $10 a month. With over 2,400 locations and equipment for every workout, you can get in, get energized, and get going. And with free fitness training and most clubs open 24 hours, everyone belongs in the judgment-free zone. So join today for $1 down, $10 a month, no commitment, cancel anytime.
We don't like to brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit, but we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side. Woodward Sports.
Are
Taco
you
fucker.
tired of wearing the same old Detroit sports merch? It's a new era in sports wearables. New designs, amazing apparel, and the ultimate swag. Check out shop.woodwardsports.com and you can get yourself the latest hoodies, hats, and the tees that are guaranteed to turn heads. Get the latest designs today at woodwardsports.com. Click on shop.
Merch.
Welcome to World Heavyweights Live on WoodSports.com. I'm your boy Easy, joined by guy Spin Rex. Young Chris is no longer with us. I'm just kidding. It's just for the
Thoughts and prayers.
Thoughts and prayers. We got the Folga. We got Unky Pete in the building. Nicholas Koloff. We talked about it on April 18th. They're gonna reveal the uniforms officially. Detroit Lions though put out a video to confirm or officially announce this.
Yes.
And I got a feeling. I watch a lot of Marvel stuff and Marvel movies, or just movies in general. There's a lot of Easter eggs, and I like looking for them. I'm weird like that. I'm wondering if you guys think the same with this announcement. You think there's any Easter eggs in this into what the uniform's going to be?
Everybody's saying that one pride thing in the back where the blue is different.
Can I say it one more time, Pete?
Yeah.
Just leave it up real quick.
Yes, sir. Hang
I'm
on.
going to study this. I want to allow the audience to study this. Because I want to hear some of these
Nice catch,
conspiracy theories, if you will. Because I got a feeling.
You see that one pride sign on the wall on the right side? How it's like a regular blue and not a Honolulu blue?
Nope, I don't even see the one pride sign.
On the right wall?
On
under
the right
shoulder
wall.
pads?
Under
Then
the shoulder
Ryan
pads.
Ermanni actually got a hat, and I'm going to put the hat up, so that might also give you a clue as to what
Like
possibly.
he physically got a hat? Or
Yep.
just found.
Now look at that.
Okay. This kind of confirms what I was
All
thinking
right,
here.
yeah. Well, what were you thinking before?
Okay.
Because I was gonna tell you that was my first time seeing that video.
If
go
you don't
first.
mind, one more time, Pete, the other one, because like
You
it's
want the
kinda,
video again?
Yeah, it's darker gray. Is like the feel I'm getting out of it. Obviously, not obviously, but that's what I got. I'm thinking dark gray, close to black, maybe black and dark gray, because now you put the hat
It's
there
apparently
too.
a charcoal.
A charcoal.
Yeah,
Charcoal.
apparently, yeah.
With dark gray, you think?
Yeah,
That's
well,
what I mean.
I
this
think
is
charcoal is
apparently
really
something
dark gray.
along the lines where you'll have the Honolulu blue in the
That's a
back,
sexy
some sort
hat,
of
by
like
the way.
grayish silver, and then that's actually not black. It's like a charcoal.
So the Lions sent him this hat? Or they sent it to Fox
he
Studios
picked it.
or whatever?
I forgot exactly how he acquired it, but he has acquired this cap.
So he stole it from Dan Miller.
Probably.
I'm telling you. Nick, you're about to say something too real quick.
No, it just kind of reminded me of like Cletus, the old like NFL logo, like kind of like Megatron type vibes, like a robot. Like,
Oh,
and
yeah.
Megatron used to wear the
You know the
black.
name of the Fox robot?
I just looked it up.
What was his name? Cletus?
Yeah, I just looked
actually
it up.
do remember
Alright,
that.
That'd be wild if I didn't know that
Yeah,
off
just,
rip, though.
oh yeah, Cleet.
But-
That's my
his name
So
guy.
I'm
wasn't
thinking,
Cletus.
you know,
I'm like, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
no, but I'm thinking like Megatron Black, like when they were brought back to black. That's kind of what the vibe I got. And then seeing that hat, that kind of just confirmed what I was thinking.
I think.
What do you think?
Yeah, I think I'm with you. I think the jerseys, because they already did the all grays, but I feel like they're probably obviously the charcoal gray or charcoal black, whatever the term is. I could see that being it with the accent of blue in there. Because everybody wants the black back, but it's also not a traditional color. The gray maybe somewhat is in that original logo, like how they did with the helmets right there.
Yeah.
I feel like it's in like one of those stripes. I'm yapping off the top of my head. I probably have to look it up to see. I like it. I don't mind it. I mean, the all grays, you think about would be sweeter. I mean, maybe they're going black even. I don't know. What are you about to say, Pete?
Well, I was going to say, because Ryan Ermanni brought up a good point on Ermanni and Edwards with Maz, or 2 to 4 right here in Woodward Sports. Shout out. And he brought up a good point. It's the black uniforms, unfortunately, represent 0-16. So if you bring those back, you're really going to have to kind of wipe the slate clean and hopefully get some winning seasons, because that's just what us old people think of when we see the black uniforms as 0-16. Kind of like the Pistons teal. It wasn't very good.
Yeah.
Brand new Lions.
No, they
I wouldn't
did.
be worried about going back to the black.
Yeah, I'm not worried about that at all. That's superstition stuff.
It is, yeah.
I'm not worried about that. They still wear those fucking shitty ass logos every Thanksgiving. They look like trash and they get waxed every Thanksgiving. So nobody says anything about those. Everybody loves those. Oh, look at the throwbacks. They literally have nothing on them, and it's just a stupid silver helmet. Those are great though, even though we get our ass kicked in them every year. Nobody says anything about those. But then when you talk about the black jerseys, it's, oh, remember that one year? I'm not worried about that. This is a different team. This isn't the Matt Millen era. This is the villain era.
Villain.
Eduardo
does-
O'Neill says, do your research, people. This is the draft hat. But I thought the draft hat was the blue lion, or even just the one that says like the big block, or is it just a collection of draft hats? Anyone?
I don't know.
I mean, and you think about the time of the two, April 18th, the draft is April 25th. I could still see that, you know what I'm saying? I mean, that's the way I'm thinking, at least. It could be, maybe it's like a collection of draft hats.
That is the draft hat. It's got the One Pride mitten on the side of it. It is gray, though. The dark charcoal gray.
Because it has to be one of the draft hats. Because I know one or two of them had
Yeah, and they have another one that's just a Honolulu blue.
the Honolulu Blue Lion.
Yeah, with the gray lion behind the Honolulu blue lion.
So, okay. Last year's draft hat was black, too, though. Or was black, I should say. Or Hutch's was, at least, because I just pulled up the video with Dosa Dion. I'm still going to... I think it's going to be black. Because the other part of it, too, somebody sent me the end of your guys' interview with Calvin Johnson.
Yeah.
And he said the last time we wore the black, and nobody had brought it up, really.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, I get mine. The last time we wore the black, yada, yada. Which I'll probably cut that try sent to you in Slack.
Yeah,
'cause
he loved the black.
yeah. It felt like he kind of accidentally gave it away there.
In a way, I think that he did. Yeah.
Because at first he was like, no
slight-
comment. Like, he knew what it was. And he said, I can't wait to wear the black again or something like that along the lines. I'm like, wait a
Let's
minute
go.
here.
I didn't hear that.
Oh, I'll find it.
Hell yeah.
I'll have to find. Oh, I got to find my phone first. It must be in the back somewhere. I will do that during the commercial break if you'd like. We cool with going black uniforms?
Yes, 100% cool with that.
Pete, you sound like you're kind of...
I'm just bringing up the point that it represented
fair.
the 0-16. Now, Spenny knows when I'm here at the watch parties, what color uniform am I wearing, Spenny?
You're wearing the black one?
There you go.
Yeah.
So that, end of
got the
story.
Joey
I'm
Harrington
not
jersey.
against it. It's just that I hope that if they do bring it back, that they can, win with it and take away all these old, us old people's memories of 0-16.
Yeah, I think they can still do the monochromatic thing that I was bitching about the other day with it, like if they're going all black. Actually, I put a few pictures in there. I don't know if you guys uploaded them or not. Just because I was thinking of like variations that have been posted out on social media. Here's this one. I gotta be honest with you guys. It's monochromatic like I asked for, but
That shit's hard.
it's hard. But I'd rather it be like this charcoal. At least throw some gray in there. There's the old
That
school
shit's
one.
hard.
That's hard. I actually think that looks harder than the other one. If I'm being honest with you. But
Well,
I
these are
pictured
pretty
something like
sweet,
that.
too. The old-fashioned.
Yeah. See, I'm thinking. Go back to the Hutch one if you don't mind.
Yeah.
But darker gray. Instead of like the silver.
Darker gray pants. And
Yeah, maybe
helmet.
pants or yeah. I mean, the helmet I assume is gonna be the blue one, or is that just for special occasions all the time?
I think it's
I have
special
no
occasions.
idea.
I hope it's not. I don't like the blue on blue, to be honest with you. I love the old Lions
You didn't
logo.
like the blue on blue?
I love the old
The blue-
Lions logo,
yeah, yeah.
but not because there's so much blue in that old logo against the blue helmet. Kind of odd.
Nick,
That's just me.
I dig the black. Honestly, I think.
which
if
one, the
you-
old school black or that new one?
I mean, the black. I just want black jersey, black pants.
Yeah,
I don't really care what the helmet is. I mean, that blue. I do like that, honestly. I just think it would be so sick to see these guys wearing it at Ford Field, and the crowd is so loud, and then this defense turns up to a different level. Everyone, is feeling themselves, and this team just like completely dominates against like another top 10 team at Ford Field. Like that's what I want. It's scary season.
That'd be nice. And like I
Yeah.
said, think of that defensive line of Aiden Hutchinson, DJ Reader, Aleem
Exactly.
McNeil, and Marcus Davenport all wearing those black jerseys, dude. That's villain aspect right there.
literally when I was watching the tape of Meek Robinson and Carlton Davis, I was like, damn. I think I put it out there on Twitter. I was
All
like,
black jerseys.
I was like,
too?
imagine this in black.
You like the monochromatic all black jerseys?
Oh yeah.
Black jersey, black pants.
The way I think it's gonna be is
Fire.
we put that Jared Goff one, Pete.
Yeah, you got, bro.
I think it'd be black like that, but you see how it's like just straight blue on the shoulder pads.
Yeah.
I think there's gonna be accents of like that gray in the hat or like in the picture, kind of.
We'll see. I mean, nobody really knows, but it's cool to think about. We'll see what they do. You said they released March 17th or April 18th.
April
Yeah.
18th. So like 3 weeks to go.
All right, well, we'll figure it out. But until then, Nick, tell us about Feldman.
Yes, sir. Since 1996, Feldman Automotive has been driven to provide a
Not
fast,
bad.
convenient, and first-class car buying experience called the Feldman Advantage. With 18 locations, there's a Feldman dealership in your backyard. Visit feldmanauto.com to find the location nearest you. And catch Woodward Sports Network live from Feldman Chevrolet of Novi every other Monday. Feldman Chevrolet, Detroit's #1 Chevy dealer.
Every year, after a cold and dreary winter, Metro Detroiters come together for two things: Tigers baseball and the best damned party in the world. A new season of Tigers baseball is here, and we're bringing in the new season as only Woodward Sports knows how. Broadcasting live from the biggest party, it's the Grand Slam Festival at the Detroit Opera House. Come party with 4,000 Detroit sports fans, starting with Wake Up Woodward and rolling into Big D Energy. This is a party you don't want to miss, with Detroit's best DJs, food trucks, and of course, shots. Get your tickets now at GrandSlamFest.com. 21 plus. See you April 5th at the Grand Slam Fest. Game is won in the trenches, and our big fellas don't mess around. The Woodward Heavyweights on Woodward Sports.
What happens when you run a great business for over 50 years? You expand and offer more products to more people. That is exactly what Les Stanford did by adding Les Stanford Buick GMC. The same great service the customers have come to know and trust on Woodward Avenue, just south of 9 Mile. Check out Les Stanford in Dearborn today and find the brand you want at lesstanford.com.
Back to Woodward Heavyweights live on WoodwardSports.com. I'm Easy, joined by guys Spin More Rax, Unky Pete, Nicholas Koloff. Smash the like button, be a friend, tell a friend, share the stream. Got a little bit of controversy, if you will. Just a bit. I don't know if it's so much so that, but J.J. McCarthy. It started earlier in the week, but we're just now getting to it because I was kind of waiting for it to go away. Never really happened. It's still being talked about. J.J. McCarthy is being discussed as the second best quarterback in this draft class, not just by like talking heads, but reportedly from general managers, NFL brasses.
Yep.
Is that how you feeling?
I mean, Will Levis was reportedly talked about as the number 1 overall pick by talking heads and general managers last year. So it's smokescreen season. If that's what happens, I'll believe it when I see it. Until then, I'm not going to believe it.
Are you buying it at all?
I think he has proven a lot on the field, but at times he has really missed some big time throws to the outside, deep, like 20-yard out routes. Honestly, I've seen him miss that throw multiple times this season. He has won a national championship. He does have, you know, the ability to lead a locker room, and his guys believe in him. But is he the number 2 quarterback? Like, I think if you put Drake May on that Michigan team, he gets the job done as well.
Yeah,
honestly.
Same with Jaden Daniels.
Yes.
Jaden Daniels
No
is a
doubt.
Heisman winner. Like,
Yeah, no doubt about it. So
Fair point.
I think that he was in such a perfect spot. Is he the number 2 quarterback? If a team falls in love with him,
we also saw this happen with Mac Jones, though. Same exact situation.
San Fran.
A guy you don't know how to judge his talent.
But he wins.
Because he's a guy who wins. Because he's a guy who's playing with a college basketball or a college football all-star team around him. And that's what J.J. McCarthy was doing. They won a championship. They both won, a lot in their careers. And Mac Jones ended up getting taken higher than he should have because of that situation. So maybe that's what happens with J.J.
What? I think it ties even more to what you were saying, just because I remember.
Oh, yeah, the San Fran said.
Yeah,
we're
everyone was
taking-
thinking Mac Jones was getting traded with the San Fran pick, or San Fran moved up to grab Mac Jones, and then no.
They took
Last
Trey
minute, it was
Lance.
Trey Lance, which I always thought I always scratched my head on the Mac Jones stuff. First and foremost, too,
You're a big Trey
J.J.
Lance.
McCarthy, way, in my opinion, way more of a prospect than Mac Jones ever was.
Yes.
I never
Yes.
bought into Mac Jones stuff. I thought that was never going to work unless, he did go to a team where maybe it could have had Bill Belichick gotten pieces he had in the past, but no, I think J.J. McCarthy's a better prospect than Mac Jones, but
I do too.
the second best in the quarterback class this year,
I don't feel
know,
confident
man.
saying that.
I really don't.
I don't feel confident saying he's a better player than Jaden Daniels based off of what we've seen from Jaden Daniels. We've seen him go out there and win a Heisman. We've seen him go out there and be the most dynamic passer and runner of the football from the quarterback position in college. We have not seen that out of JJ. Like I said, I love JJ as a prospect, and I think he's going to be a very good prospect for the NFL, so I can understand why people fall in love with him, but I'm not saying he's the second best prospect in this draft. I wouldn't say that.
No, at the quarterback position, I think he's a good prospect. I don't think. I don't know, man. Little too much for my liking. But you do a show daily with a guy who once proclaimed to be the number 1 overall quarterback. You got to hear it over and over and over again. If you bought in, do you think he is the second best quarterback prospect in this draft class?
Well, from what the reports are saying, he must be. I'm not an NFL draft scout, but Braylon Edwards, obviously, he thinks that J.J. McCarthy has the tools to be a good NFL quarterback. Tom Pelissero was on the NFL Network. He was the one, basically spreading the word about the Washington Commanders at number 2. But also reports say today that J.J. McCarthy is going to be working out Easter Sunday with the New York Giants. So, it's either the Giants or the Commanders at this point, obviously. So, either or. But, yeah, it was Tom Pelissero on the NFL Network that was really spreading that word about the Commanders.
I know Jaden Daniels had a couple interviews this week, too. There's some about him wearing, like, a purple shirt. Was that for the Vikings one, I'm assuming?
Jaden Daniels.
People trying to make a deal out of that.
His pro day
I'm
throwing?
so, like... I don't care what people are wearing. I don't care what people do on their social medias. Like, that shit's so annoying to me.
What were you saying, Nick?
Are you just asking about his pro day? Like when he was wearing a
He had
long
a couple.
sleeve or
They're
something?
making a big deal of like his meetings and I guess what he was wearing or something. I don't know. I saw something scroll across my Twitter.
I did hear something how he was wearing the last name of a teammate or something like that who had like a brain tumor or something, which is obviously shouting out him. Which I don't know if it was a positive like, but that's really cool with Jaden Daniels did that.
Yeah.
That's what I heard. But when it comes to J.J. McCarthy, it's a lot of like over the middle, like intermediate, like short passes was, play actions because people had to sell out for the run.
Yeah.
Because Michigan was so stacked. Like we handed the ball off like 40 times a game. It felt like I mean, think of second half Penn State. We did not throw the ball one time. I know JJ was a little banged up, but I mean, they still got the job done running the ball. But he has yet to prove, honestly, a lot. And he did win a national championship, but a lot of those throws, somebody alluded to it in the chat. First play of Alabama should have been picked off. Super lucky that it wasn't, and that's the biggest throw. So, I mean, he got lucky in a lot of spots this season, but I still think he can be a good NFL quarterback. But number 2 in this draft class, I just don't know if I buy it.
Pete, what do you think of him as a prospect, though? I know that's what you're saying from Tom Pelissero, but what do you think when you watch him?
Jaden Daniels or JJ?
JJ.
JJ? Well, it's kind of hard to judge a guy who barely threw, the last 4 games of the season and barely threw in the national championship game and barely threw in the Rose Bowl.
Yeah.
But when he does, I mean, so going by the pro day or the workout videos from the combine, he's definitely got the arm strength and he's got the he's consistent in his throws. He can hit his targets. My whole point, I believe in coaching. Look what Aaron Glenn does with the Lions defense. And it's like, the right coach will make JJ the right quarterback. And that's it. I mean, talent is talent, but coaching is coaching. And he needs a good quarterback as coach.
He definitely needs to go to the right situation for sure. I don't think he's this transcendent talent that will change a franchise or alter a franchise no matter what. If he goes to the right situation, I think Minnesota is a very good situation for a quarterback to go into.
Yeah.
When you have a guy like Kevin O'Connell, who's an offensive-minded head coach, who's a quarterback
hold on.
of his own
You're the
right.
guy who said they should just tank this year.
What?
You said they should just tank 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I did. And I also said that that's a good situation to be in. If
You
you're
said
a
it
quarterback.
wasn't. That's why they should tank.
If you're a young quarterback going into that situation,
That's what I was saying.
yeah,
You
if
were telling me
they're
they should take the year off.
if they're holding on to Justin Jefferson, then yeah, that's a much better situation. I don't think that's what they should do. God fucking damn it. Please stop. Like, it's not cute. It's not funny. It's fucking annoying. If J.J. McCarthy goes there, that would be a good situation for a guy to be in with the insulation of a Justin Jefferson, a Kevin O'Connell, and a Jordan Addison. It wouldn't be the best situation if they traded Justin Jefferson, obviously, which is what I think they should do because they're getting older and they should just burn it down, but that's not what they're going to do. They've already made that apparent. It looks like they're going to pay Justin Jefferson and move on with that.
Yeah, I don't think.
But that's a much better situation for him to go into than the New York Giants.
That's why
where
I'm
they
saying
have
that
no
week.
receivers.
Yeah, the Giants won't be bad. I don't think again, I'm not the owner of the New York Giants. I don't even know his name off the top of my head here, but like, there's no way on God's green earth I allow this guy to pay Daniel Jones $40 million just to either trade up and or just take another quarterback just 2 years later. There's just I don't respect your opinion for quarterbacks. I just don't respect you at that point. Like Joe Schmidt, whatever the hell his name is, general managing for the Giants. It's gross to me. And the other part of it too is if you're taking J.J. McCarthy, who's a better pacifier for him? And I get they say traditionally like the tight end's the pacifier for the quarterback, but Saquon Barkley would have been like your bread and butter for ushering in a young quarterback as a run game, in my opinion. I mean, for Pete's sake. They had that in Michigan. That's how they utilized J.J. McCarthy. He was constantly running the damn ball. And you didn't bring back Saquon Barkley, and you had the money to do it too. Like, that's crazy mismanagement to me. I think I'm with you. I know we had the debate about it when it first came out, the trade or whatever, but yes, the Vikings, it feels like the perfect fit for me. I don't think he's going to Washington. I think that is smokescreen.
Yeah.
It would blow my mind.
Washington would be a much better situation for him to go to than New York as well, because they have a trio of good receivers.
Shit ton of
out there.
receivers, yeah.
They've got guys out there that can make things happen. So that I think New York would be the worst situation possible for any quarterback, other than having Daniel Jones there already. So you don't have
I can't
to be
even think clearly when I think
into,
about him going to New York. It just pisses me off so much.
What's he going to do? Throw to Darren Waller?
It's just such an awful fit. It's such a just awful move. It's just awful management. Awful management just by New York in general. If that happens, it would just piss me off. To be honest with you, that they just guaranteed Daniel Jones money this year. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
That'd be fucking crazy. I don't think he's going there. Vikings, yes. And Vikings, like you said, I think he could be kind of dangerous there. Honestly,
I think he's dangerous, but I wouldn't give up 2 first-round picks to go up and get him.
Yeah.
I would think in any of these cases, if I was the Giants, I would not trade up to go get him. If I'm the Vikings, if you get him at 11. And then also add a piece at 20, whatever the pick is. Like, that's what I would do 100% of the time. Like, this is all draft hype. Is there going to be 4 quarterbacks taken in a row for the first time ever? It's like people are building this up like crazy, but I think this is all just JJ hype, and he will kill it in every single dinner report that you hear about. And these journalists hear about that. You know, they talk about it. These reporters, they will talk to people and hear that, and maybe that's why this narrative is getting built the way it is.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, that's a good point too, because after the Chargers, who clearly aren't taking J.J. McCarthy, if Jim Harbaugh did that, that'd be some wild shit. Yeah. And I hear root for radio, I guess. But the Giants, I just don't see it happening. Maybe, but I don't see it happening at 6. I don't see it happening with the Titans because I think you have something there. Will Levis, they just let go of their offensive tackle. I think they're gonna draft Joe Alt. 8, the Falcons aren't doing it because they just got Kirk Cousins. The freaking Bears aren't doing it because they're gonna get Caleb Williams. The Jets, I mean, you could throw in a maybe there, but I think they're investing into that Super Bowl that they're chasing like this year. And then you have 11, the Vikings. The only other way it's a threat to lose him to any other team is if somebody else trades up. And I guess maybe you have more ammunition to do so. I mean, what did they give up to get that 23 pick? Was it just – I'm about to look that up, actually. I know
Bradley Green's putting on a clinic in left field right now. It's his second amazing play
Vikings
of the
traded
day
for pick
so far.
23.
But, yeah,
so
I'm not trading up for J.J. McCarthy.
They traded 42 overall and 188 in 2025. So really, it's not really like you're giving – I mean, you are literally giving up 2 first-round picks to move up to 5 to make that move. But really, it's just 42 and 188 and then obviously 11.
We've
which
seen
ain't
it,
that
though,
bad.
when a GM falls in love with a guy, Tyreek Scooble's day is done, 0 earned runs through 6 innings. Shelby Miller's in on the mound right now. Hell yeah! But yeah, if a GM falls in love with a guy, we've seen them overpay and move up and go up to get that guy. And so maybe that's what happens with J.J. McCarthy, because there are teams who are going to be willing to trade down. There are teams who don't need to, or don't want to be part of this quarterback race. So they'd be willing to move down if someone falls in love with J.J. McCarthy. So we'll get into more of that. We got more Lions news coming for you. Some mock drafts, different trades proposed by different organizations for the Lions pick at 29. But first, let me tell you guys about Guardian Alarm. Guardian Alarm offers you customized solutions from real experts. Their professional technicians take the time to recommend security and automation solutions specific to your needs. They also have 24/7 professional monitoring. You can call them anytime and know they will stay on the phone as long as needed. And of course, they have technology backed by people. Your safety and security deserves technology that's been proven to work and people who have been proven to care. So call them at 1-800-STAY-OUT. That's 1-800-STAY-OUT. And let them know Woodward Sports sent you.
Every year, after a cold and dreary winter, Metro Detroiters come together for 2 things: Tigers baseball and the best damned party in the world. A new season of Tigers baseball is here, and we're bringing in the new season as only Woodward Sports knows how. Broadcasting live from the biggest party, it's the Grand Slam Festival at the Detroit Opera House. Come party with 4,000 Detroit sports fans, starting with Wake Up Woodward and rolling into Big D Energy. This is a party you don't want to miss, with Detroit's best DJs, food trucks, and of course, shots. Get your tickets now at GrandSlamFest.com. 21 plus. See you April 5th at the Grand Slam Fest.
At work and at home, we're there with smarter security solutions. Featuring complete automation with customized alerts and more. For over 90 years, we've been the company that's been counted on to protect what matters most, all with personalized service and care. Right now, for a limited time, receive a free video device plus free installation with a new home system. Guardian Alarm. We protect Michigan.
Congratulations to the real Coach of the Year, Motor City Dan Campbell.
Just put your head down and go to work. It's about to be fun, man. It's about to be fun.
Woodward Sports.
Dispo Dispensary is your local cannabis plug because it's 12 locations. You know what else is going on at 12 locations? 420, save the date, 420 parties, events, products, food, everything under the sun they got going on at all 12 locations. At Dispo Dispensary, your local cannabis plug. What up, though? Welcome back to Woodward Heavyweights Live on WoodSports.com. I'm your boy Eazy, joined by guys from Rax.
What up, though?
Young Chris is no longer with us for the day. He's
Thoughts
got the
and prayers.
Folga. Yeah, thoughts and prayers about Uncle Pete, Nicholas Koloff. Speaking of Uncle Pete, you brought up a point during the commercial break there that we kind of discussing.
Yes, sir.
And go ahead and bring it up so the audience can, I guess, get their input too. I think I have my answer.
Yeah, no worries. Like I said, I just was going back to the point I was making about coaching and the system and, having the proper quarterbacks coach for J.J. McCarthy. Green Bay has proven it time and time again. Brett Favre training Aaron Rodgers training Jordan Love, mentors. So out of the teams that are rumored for J.J. McCarthy, in New York, you got Tommy DeVito. In Washington, you have Jacoby Brissett and also Marcus Mariota. And then in Minnesota, you have Sam Darnold. So if you are J.J. McCarthy and you could choose, if you had the freedom to choose your mentor, out of those four people, who would you want to be your mentor?
I'm going Jacoby Brissett. Just because he's been around. He's won some games. Spinny brought up, he's been around Tom Brady.
Mm-hmm.
Also been around Bill Belichick. And I think even when he was in Cleveland for a short bit of time, when he was playing, he was doing all right.
He looked good for the Colts as well when he was getting some starting reps there. That is an ugly gauntlet of mentors to choose from.
Daniel Jones in there too.
Daniel Jones, as well.
I think you guys are sleeping on one guy.
Who?
Mariota.
Yeah.
I think so. Former top 5 pick. He's been through it. He's seen what has gone wrong when he was a face of a franchise,
So
before.
is all those guys.
But I mean, Mariota also had the college success that JJ had, so maybe he knows the hype coming in and how to deal with some of those things. Maybe not all the on-field success, but I mean, all those guys haven't really had on-field success.
Spinny?
Yeah, I mean, it's like I said, you don't have any all-stars there. There's nobody that you're like, oh, shit, that stands out. Yeah, I'd love to learn from him. If Kirk Cousins was still in Minnesota, that's the guy I would say would definitely be on the top of that list. But, I would go Brissett and Mariota. I like your points about Mariota. He's a guy you can learn from what to not do.
Chaz saying Brissett's in New England.
He was? No. I thought he was a commander.
Brissett went back to New England?
He's in, yeah. Actually, I do remember that happening.
Did he? Okay, then that's my bad.
So it's just Mariota to learn from then?
Just Mariota then?
I'm not a fan of learning from that. I'm
not a fan of learning from any of those guys.
Have you guys seen quarterback, though? I'm just kidding.
Mariota and Sam Darnold, I guess, are guys that are both high draft picks. They can tell you what not to do.
Yeah.
I don't know. None of those guys are going to be mentors you actually listen to, in my mind.
Yeah, now you took away the guy I picked. I guess
that's my bad.
To be honest, though, I feel like I think JJ's maybe saying too much. I never really thought that high of Marcus Mariota.
Yeah.
Even coming out, I was also kind of biased back then too. Though I thought Jameis Winston was going to be something, but similar play
Jameis
style, maybe
goat.
You could say JJ McCarthy because he can run a little bit and throw. Even Sam Darnold, he's got a little bit of burners on him and he can throw too. I mean, again, we experienced as Detroit Lions fans.
First game of his career. Threw a pick 6 on the first snap and then won.
I guess I don't know, man. These are horrible names to learn from.
Yeah.
But I guess to bring it home, though, the point I think you made the best was that, or maybe it was you connecting the pieces for Pete, Nick, was when you brought up, the Packers have done it. You look at the guys that have kind of, mentoring their quarterbacks time after time again. And, it's from Favre to Rodgers to Love, and it's always kind of seemed to work out. Maybe it does help to have that guy ahead of you that's done something. I mean, you're talking about 2 Super Bowl winners in Favre and Rodgers. And obviously he didn't mentor Love. But
just as we said, Nick, Kerry Carpenter got a pinch hit as soon as a righty came in, and he got hit. So first got his first base of the season on base right now.
And here comes Nick's home run right here.
Torkelson up to bat.
Here comes Nick's home
one
run.
man on, one man out.
We'll see how it goes.
Here on Mark M says QB mentors overrated in his opinion. What were you going to say, Nick? I apologize.
Yeah, no, I don't think it's overrated at all because if you do it the right way and you let them sit we've seen it work, but these GMs and fan bases are so impatient. You just want to see your new shiny toy right away. But I mean, think about if you like, when's the time that somebody has sat and failed? Trey Lance, maybe, but maybe he was just like a bad pick. You know, he was a bust. There wasn't really much tape on him coming out.
He's really not even gotten.
He hasn't got a shot in Cowboys. On the Cowboys.
Bro, and they didn't re-sign Dak either. Like Dak's on this 1-year deal, rookie next year.
You think Trey Lance is
maybe they think that.
Sucks.
You know,
Easy's a big Trey Lance guy. He's never letting go of the dream.
I'm just saying, like it's similar situation where like when Brock Purdy came in and started playing and winning games, and he went literally to the NFC Conference Championship. It's similar to the situation we were talking about with Justin Fields. Like you can't have the previous guy in the locker room at that point and try to like, hey, here's your new guy now. It just doesn't work that way. I feel like that's part of Trey Lance being like obviously traded away.
Cammy Toe says they were saying the same things about Brady. No, this is actually the polar opposite of Tom Brady's situation. Tom Brady was a obviously very low drafted, not big prospect that had no physical attributes. J.J. McCarthy is a top 3, top 4 QB prospect in this draft, will be drafted in the first round, and is littered with physical attributes. It's a completely different situation. But
go ahead.
I don't care about.
I gotta text the guys in our clips.
Honestly,
I was gonna say I was gonna give you guys an old school. You know what? You want an old school
Snap
example? Steve Young behind Joe Montana. There's another old school example.
Yeah, that's
a great one.
Yeah, that's a good one. And I don't care about J.J. McCarthy. I don't care where he goes. If he's not going to be on the Lions, I couldn't care less about him. Like, honestly, he means nothing to me. Like,
I think the one piece, I really don't think you'd take that number 2 because it's sitting. But I mean, maybe you do. I don't know. But he's the youngest kid in this draft class in terms of like the quarterbacks. I mean, he's 21, so there's that. He's not going to be turned 22 until next year. Drake May is 21 as well, but he's turning in August. I looked it up earlier today. I think Drake May, I think people are sleeping on what he does in terms of scrambling too. Like I know everyone's talking about Drake May can move as well. I think it's smokescreen at the end of it. Pete just brought up an interesting topic, I guess, during the breakdown I want to discuss, and we did that.
Hey, real quick, Apollo in the chat, Hendon behind Jared Goff.
Hendon, yeah.
Shout out Apollo.
That's a good example.
I love, honest to God, though, I love Jared Goff as a mentor to Hendon, just because Hendon offers everything you want, like the mobile aspect of it, but you want a mobile guy to learn from a pocket passer so he has that presence or that tool in his bag, because you don't want the mobile guy running around all the time. I mean, they show some of the knocks on Jaden Daniels as highlights him getting hit. Like, I don't want my quarterback to get hit. I'd like him to extend plays by running it. I don't always need him to run, though.
Hendon Hooker wasn't a run-first quarterback when he was in college.
And that's fair.
He was a pocket passer in college, so that Jared Goff's definitely a good guy to learn from. He's a pro's pro. He's been around. He does a lot of great things on the.
Well,
so
I guess I don't mean it so much from like a one read run. I just mean it from like a guy who's forced to sit there, make the reads, the pre-snap reads. Now these the Detroit Lions now too. Like just those aspects of it that like Hendon never really had to rely on much, just because he can just go out there and kind of wing it a little bit there, backyard football style almost. Yeah. And to a point. My dear friend, Mike Payton, I love you. We saw the article this morning. Brother ill. He said the Detroit Lions rushed. It was a bad pick in Hendon Hooker. He said they should have waited till this year and took Joe Milton. They got the wrong Tennessee quarterback.
Wow.
Now you guys know college ball more than me. Does Tennessee have any coaching changes in the past year?
Bruh.
A new offensive coordinator in the past year? Because if that's the case, brother, Joe Milton would have been putting up the Hendon Hooker numbers that he did. And Hendon Hooker was borderline Heisman. Probably would have won the Heisman had he finished out the season. Yeah. Joe Milton, I get he has the arm and maybe the size, but he didn't do it at Michigan. And in the same system that Hendon Hooker thrived in, if he's a better prospect, then he should have did the same thing, and it just was not at all. It was ugly at times.
Yeah.
Very ugly. All he had was a deep arm.
Yeah.
And just big.
I'm not a Joe Milton guy. Joe Milton is, like you said, he is all flash, no gas. Like, he can throw the ball 80 yards from the pocket, but he can't throw the ball 10 yards to a guy right in front of him. Joe Milton has underperformed at every level that he's been at collegiately, and I expect nothing of him in the professional league.
And I trust Jim Harbaugh. If Jim Harbaugh says J.J. McCarthy is better than you, and and he transfers to Tennessee, there's your answer.
Bases loaded, two
no
outs.
doubt. This was
Matt Bierling up to the plate.
Go ahead, Nick.
Yeah, Joe Milton was one of Jim's
leave our show and go watch
Jim's
the game.
experiments was one of Jim's recruits, actually. And, yeah, Joe Milton failed there. I think that's a horrible take. I like Mike Payton, but I didn't like that one at all. I follow recruiting extremely hard for Michigan, and he was a complete failure.
I trust Jim Harbaugh.
Well, I mean, and I'll say this to the Jim Harbaugh stuff, though. JJ is better. So it's like he wasn't going to play over him for damn sure either way. But I don't think that makes Milton the quarterback. I mean, I think it's very possible. He might go to like the 5th round or something crazy. Like I don't think
He'll probably be around 3rd or 4th round, I assume.
Yeah, I honestly don't even think 3rd. Like I just don't see like the traits of thinking he's going to sit back there and play quarterback. Like, that guy could honestly probably move to tight end. I mean,
I don't know about that. He's not. I don't think he's big enough to play tight end, and I've never seen him catch a ball in his life, so I can't tell you about his hands. He's a quarterback. I don't think he's going to change.
He's 6'5".
Yeah.
6'5". I don't know how much he weighs. 235 pounds. Yeah. And we've seen it done before with previous guys. I mean, guys actually went to Michigan too. What's his name? Devin Gardner. He ended up playing receiver. Terrell Pryor. I mean, those same guys you didn't see catch balls.
Yeah.
Going to the league. They tried making Tim Tebow a tight end. Like I think that's actually who's the guy over in New Orleans right now too.
Taysom Hill. Yeah.
I think that's what he becomes at the NFL level. I don't know. He's 24 years old too. Yeah, this guy's not going like the 5th round easily, bro.
Can you guys name the last Michigan offensive player taken in the 1st round?
Braylon Edwards.
Who?
Braylon Edwards.
Yep.
Yeah. Offensive skill position, I think.
Okay, offensive skill position. Yeah, it's like Jake Long. Was that after Braylon?
Yeah, I meant skill position. Yeah, you know what I meant.
No, yeah. I knew what you meant. Hey, when we get back, guys, we're finally getting some Detroit Lions talk. But first, tell us about Planet Fitness.
Planet Fitness is the home of the judgment-free zone where anyone, and we mean anyone, can feel comfortable and work on their fitness goals. At Planet Fitness, you'll experience a squeaky clean gym that has tons of equipment, a full-body workout in 30 minutes, and all memberships include fitness training. You get all that for just $10 a month, no commitment. No matter where you are, there's a Planet Fitness close by, more than 50 in Metro Detroit, and thousands more throughout the world. Planet Fitness, where your fitness is essential. And let me tell you about the quarterback challenge as Vierling strikes out with the bases loaded. Shake Shack and Woodward Sports want to remind you it's always football season. How would you like to win 2 free tickets to this season's home opener? It's the Shake Shack QB Challenge. If you could throw it on a rope, you could be at the home opener. Register for your chance at any Shake Shack location or at woodwardsports.com, or you can scan that QR code above my head right now to join in. It's the Shake Shack QB Challenge.
Every year, after a cold and dreary winter, Metro Detroiters come together for 2 things: Tigers baseball and the best damned party in the world. A new season of Tigers baseball is here, and we're bringing in the new season as only Woodward Sports knows how. Broadcasting live from the biggest party, it's the Grand Slam Festival at the Detroit Opera House. Come party with 4,000 Detroit sports fans, starting with Wake Up Woodward and rolling into Big D Energy. This is a party you don't want to miss, with Detroit's best DJs, food trucks, and of course, shots. Get your tickets now at GrandSlamFest.com. 21 plus. See you April 5th at the Grand Slam Fest.
Stop searching for a vehicle and start finding one. Les Stanford Chevrolet Cadillac makes it easy. We harness the power of multiple dealerships and own the biggest selection of GM brands in the area to get you the car you need. With the Les Stanford Group, you'll have access to 4 different dealerships, providing you with more makes, more models, and more choices. We're connected to more than 1,000 vehicles. And with so many high-quality CPO vehicles available, you'll find new car quality at pre-owned prices. You can start and end your search at lesstanford.com today.
Big Boy Seafood Fest is sailing in with the fresh catch of favorites. Dive into fish and chips, our new palm-crusted cod, perfectly fried clam shrimp platter, or a delicious fish sandwich. Try our new mango iced tea, the ultimate complement to our popcorn shrimp, our all-new fried pickles, shrimp alfredo, or shrimp stir fry. Experience all the sea has to offer every Friday night with our all-you-can-eat seafood buffet. Every day is a fish fry, only at
Is that an octopus in your pants, or are you just happy to see me? See what I did there? Go Red Wings! From Octopi Experts Woodward Sports.
Give your pet the best. Premier Pet Supply is hands down Michigan's best pet store. Same prices and all the convenience of the online and big box retailers, with one major difference. They're family and locally owned and operated for 30 plus years. Over 60 brands of food with nutrition experts to help you. Same day local curbside home delivery. Premier Pet Supply. Give your pet the best. www.premierpetsupply.com.
Spinny is on the mound.
I am on the mound. Big country.
Big country.
Gio Urshela in at third base. Randy Ibanez, a defensive replacement. Andrew Chafin on the mound. Tigers trying to protect a 1-0 lead in the bottom of the 8th against the Chicago White Sox.
Spenny, how about that? First two pitchers they go to are the two free agent arms that they brought in this season, Shelby Miller and Andrew Chafin, to hold that 1-run lead.
Yeah.
That's how you know they got faith in them.
This is your game plan. This is what you should do. Every good outing for the Tigers should be this way at least. It should be the starter going that deep into the game, Miller, Chafin, Lang. That is, if you can script it as well as you want, that's what you would want it to be.
Nice.
Because Andrew Chafin, my brother from another mother, he's got nasty stuff.
Nice little strikeout.
Obviously, Shelby Miller's got nasty stuff, and when Alex Lang is working, he's got one of the best sliders in the game. So those are the guys that you want to hand the keys to when the starter gets off the mound.
I guarantee you, if Spinny could afford the shampoo that Chafin buys, he'd have the same hair too.
Yeah, for sure.
He's
Spinny's
channeling
just
his
kinda
inner Todd Jones, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I don't know who that is. I'm not a baseball guy.
Todd Jones, closer, he sort of had that look back
Yeah,
in the
he
day.
had the same mustache.
Stash. Yeah, you just have to go straight
Yeah,
stash.
Andrew Chafin, I mean, he's shown what he can do for the Tigers before, and he's been one of the most reliable arms we've had out of the bullpen. So this is, like I said, this is the what you want out of the Tigers. If you're the Tigers, this is exactly the script you want. Urshela with a nice play on a short hop to throw out Maldonado for 2 outs, 6 pitches into the 8th inning for Andrew Chafin. That's a tough play. That was a tough play by Gio Urshela. It was a short hop right at third, fielded it cleanly and got it over to Torkelson for the out. And now you've got, I don't even know who this is for the White Sox. Their 9th hitter coming up to bat, Lopez. That does going to mean it's going to be the top of the order against presumably Lang in the 9th if Andrew Chafin could get Lopez out here to end the inning. But, oh, man, nasty pitch. Nasty curveball right there at the bottom of the zone. Lopez swings right through it. You love to see that. 0-1, 1 strike. Lopez gets in the batter's box, cocks the bat up over his shoulder. The delivery, another curveball skipped in there. He wasn't biting on that one. It's 1-1.
So, correct me if I'm wrong. My basic knowledge of baseball lineups is you want a speedy guy first.
Yes.
Your power hitter fourth.
Yes. Yeah.
And then from there, I mean, that's my basic knowledge. Now, I guess
you want normally your best average hitter at third, and then another speedy guy at 9th. So when you do over, weak pop up to Riley Green. White Sox go 1, 2, 3 at the hand of Andrew Chafin. Tigers, Colt Keith leading off the 9th. Hopefully they can get something going to get an insurance runner here or 2 for Alex Lang. But that's
all right. So, but
like
Torque was 2 today.
Torque was at 2 today. Yeah.
Is he fast?
Not really. I mean, he's not slow, but.
And who was in 4?
4th was Mark Canha.
Now who's
Mark Canha is a new addition. He's a good hitter. He's a pro bat. He didn't have a great day today, but.
Does he slap him out the park? Though,
yeah. I mean, Torque's more of a power hitter than him, but I would have rather seen Torque at 4 and him at 2 personally. But
yeah,
I'm not mad at
he
it.
walked to load the bases. He will give you a professional at bat, a guy that this team needs because he gets on base for guys behind him. That's why, like Spencer just said, that would be good to put at 2 there.
Yeah.
But we got Riley Green at 3, who he does have a lot of pop in his bat. You want a good contact guy, but with pop as well at 3, and then you can lose
put
some of the contact.
your best hitters at 3. Your best hitter in your lineup. That's why Miggy was at 3.
Your best on base guy.
Your best hitter. Period.
I thought that was 4. You want
4 is your power guy.
Okay, I assume power is your best. I'm sorry.
No, your best hitter, your guy that all around. Like that's why Miguel Cabrera was always in that 3 spot.
Yeah.
And then your best power guy, the dude. That's why it's called cleanup, because normally you got a couple guys on, and then you bring them up.
There we go, boys. There's the starting lineup.
Yeah, that was the starting lineup going into today's game. And yeah, Spencer Torkelson was in the 2 hole.
Yeah, obviously, early reactions here. Matt Vierling, tough strikeout with the, or not strikeout.
Tough strikeout with the
bases loaded. Yeah.
So what did Torque do today?
He's got a hit. I think he was 1 for 3.
Yeah, he's 1 for 3.
Yeah.
Single base.
Yeah, just a single. Nothing
Like
crazy.
he had two bloopers back to back. One of them fell. One of them didn't.
One of them dropped in. He got a single out of it. So, I mean, nobody's really done it. It's a 1-0 game, you know.
Yeah.
So,
I guess, like, can we for sure? Is that? I guess what I'm trying to get to, and I'm not tagging you here. Torque being at 4, is that more like a fan thing or like?
No, that's what he played basically the entire second half of the year last year when he was mashing home runs.
Well, he also had no one last year.
Yeah, and you only got 2 other guys. Mark Canna's not really your 4 spot. This is what AJ Hinch does, though. He moves everybody around.
Yeah.
And Torkelson is...
Pull up his numbers, Nick.
Torkelson is your 4 guy.
Canna,
yeah, he hit, like, I think 17 home runs last year or something like that.
Yeah.
And Torkelson hit 30. So,
Yeah.
Torkelson, your best power hitter on this team.
Easy, I will say I was not thrilled that Mark Canna was the biggest signing basically for this team besides Colt Keith, who you were bringing up through the minors. That's where I felt like this team maybe should have went out and spent a little more. I mean, you look at Vierling starting in right field, like on a opening day roster that's contending for a division, contending for a playoff spot.
Yeah.
That's where I feel like there were upgrades to be made that were not made.
Mark Canna's he's a good
I
hitter.
like Mark Canna.
He gets on base. He's got a good OPS. He's not this Deadpool power hitter. Like, that's the 4th spot should be Torkelson's. But.
Pete, where you at with Mark Canna?
He had 11 homers last year.
You probably don't want to know my opinion. You know how he spells his name? Canha. I call him Canha because he drives me nuts. He like haha. You know, I'm not sold on Mark Canna. Canha.
Colt Keith had a little dribbler out to second base, one down. Jake Rogers
Pause.
Steps up to the plate. See what he can do.
Now, who's Jake Rogers?
Jake Rogers is their catcher.
He is the only
hitter,
player on our team that we have from the Justin Verlander trade.
Yeah.
So shout out Jake Rogers. He has a little pop in his bat.
He showed some pop last year, but he's your catcher. If he hits over 200, it's a plus. Like
20 homers, hits above 200. That's what we're looking for, and he plays really good defense as well. I guess we're going through a few. Yeah, we're just breaking down the lineup here. Let's go.
I mean, we should have done this. Yeah, because
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, no,
you said Justin Verlander. Who's that?
Justin Verlander.
You mean Mr. Kate Upton?
Did you see El Mago's getting MVP chants in the chat? Are these troll chants? I mean, he did.
No, he's got the only run scored of the game. So, I mean, he's got a base hit, a stolen base, and a run scored. So he's been your best offensive player. And he's coming up to bat here with 2 outs in the top of the 9th.
Oh, I can't wait to watch this.
We'll see what he can do.
Ooh, okay.
Laid off there. That's very good. Yeah,
was that
very
a
good
slider?
to see him lay off that first pitch. It was a fastball. Looked like a cut fastball outside the zone.
He's swinging at this one.
Yeah, probably. I would bet he swings here no matter what. We'll see, though. I mean, El Mago likes when the pressure...
Right to him.
Weak liner right to the second baseman. All right, bottom of the 9th coming up.
Who you guys
1-0
think
game.
has it? Is it Lang warming up?
No, it's not.
Is it Foley?
It is, yeah.
I was going to say earlier when you were talking Lang, I really
Jason
like
Foley. Jason
I really
Foley,
do like
big
him.
number 68.
That's the first guy they're going to out of the pen for the first closing spot of the year.
Not keep Chafin.
I do.
Because 2 out save's tough. You bring it. Chafin's your setup guy.
Yeah, 2 innings.
I thought he was a closer.
He's your setup guy. That's why he came in the 8th.
Yeah, I do like Jason Foley a lot. When Lang was struggling last year, we have put him in the spot before, so this is not his first time. But it's either he likes the matchup. I heard an interview earlier with Hinch when he was talking about it. There are no set roles on this team, but it's all about the matchups. I mean, you saw it from the opening day lineup, and he's playing it the same exact way with his bullpen, it looks like. So shout out Jason Foley.
Yeah,
Let's go get this first dub of the season.
The top of the White Sox lineup, so let's see what happens. I like Jason Foley stepped in at spots last year like this too and did very well. So they're giving Foley the first close attempt of the season over Lang, so we'll see how he does. But let's go to break real fast. I'll tell you about Lady Jane's. Awesome is when a guy can get an amazing haircut. That's Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. Stop in, sit back, and relax, and let one of Lady Jane's talented stylists make you look and feel great. Walk in anytime, 7 days a week. Lady Jane's, it's wicked awesome.
Every year, after a cold and dreary winter, winter, Metro Detroiters come together for two things: Tigers baseball and the best damned party in the world. A new season of Tigers baseball is here, and we're bringing in the new season as only Woodward Sports knows how. Broadcasting live from the biggest party. It's the Grand Slam Festival at the Detroit Opera House. Come party with 4,000 Detroit sports fans, starting with Wake Up Woodward and rolling into Big D Energy. This is a party you don't want to miss, with Detroit's best DJs, food trucks, and of course, shots. Get your tickets now at GrandSlamFest.com. 21 plus. See you April 5th at the Grand Slam Fest.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men for an award-winning haircut experience from one of our talented stylists. Enjoy a precision haircut, hot lather neck shave, scalp and neck massage, and a hot towel treatment to top it off. Enter for your chance to win the $50,000 Perfect Bracket Challenge. With more than 25 Metro Detroit locations, there's always a Lady Jane's near you. Lady Jane's Haircut for Men, open 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. Lady Jane's, it's wicked awesome.
At work and at home, we're there with smarter security solutions. Featuring complete automation with customized alerts and more. For over 90 years, we've been the company that's been counted on to protect what matters most, all with personalized service and care. Right now, for a limited time, receive a free video device plus free installation with a new home system. Guardian Alarm. We protect Michigan.
What's better than crispy chicken and pizza while watching your favorite team play? Let me tell you about Soroki's Crispy Chicken and Pizza. Their food is amazing. Their locations are popping up all over Metro Detroit. A perfect takeout option featuring hand-breaded fried chicken, New York pizza, fresh salad, sides, and more. Check out their full menu and find the closest location near you at Sorokis.com. That's SAROKIS.com. Soroki's and Woodward Sports. Now that's crispy.
Go ahead, Chafin news.
Yeah, Chafin stayed on for the first batter. They had a lefty come up, so they left the lefty out there, and Chafin got the strikeout. So there's one down in the ninth, and now they are turning the ball over to Jason Foley to try to get the last 2 outs of the game. It's a good move by Hinch. Keep the lefty out there against the lefty, and he made quick work, 3-pitch strikeout.
And Jason Foley last season had a 2.61 ERA in 70 games, 69 innings. And he has seven saves under his belt. So hopefully just the 2-out save here. I do like the move to stay with Chafin for that lefty. Like we said, boys,
next level.
It's all about those matchups right now.
Yep.
I've been one to always kind of dismiss baseball managers. We've had the debates here before.
Yeah.
NBA coaches, baseball managers, kind of useless. But the way AJ Hinch manages, I have to say, is you see it.
That's what you do, man. It's important. Like, if you have a good manager, it can make a good team good. If you have a bad manager, it can make a good team bad. Like, baseball is a lot about matchups and situational hitting. So having guys like that to where you know who to play where, you know how to set your lineup based on how guys hit against lefties or righties. And yeah, baseball, the skipper for a baseball team is extremely important. It's like a chess game between the two skippers. So I wouldn't be surprised if the White Sox pinch hit a lefty here after they bring in the big righty, but we'll see what happens. Jason Foley does get the ball from A.J. Hinch, though, after Chafin gets that first out in the ninth inning. Obviously, the second batter coming up. I think Luis Roberts in the 3-hole. I'm not exactly sure about that. But
speaking of, go ahead.
We'll see who this White Sox team has on their bench that is a lefty, because this White Sox team is not deep this season.
Yeah.
They're actually projected to do worse than the Tigers, who are projected third in the division per FanDuel.
What's old Brad Ausmus up to these days?
Oh, stop it.
Brad Ausmus.
If we had A.J. Hinch in those
Foley,
days.
99 on the black with his first pitch. Beautiful. Nice. You got Yohan Moncada is the lefty that they brought in.
Damn.
This is his best matchup, by the way.
Oh, no,
Moncada, 1 for 4 lifetime with 2 strikeouts.
Against Foley?
Against Foley.
Oh. First one, 99 on the black for a strike. Then he drops the curveball off at 89 at the bottom of the zone, gets another strike. Quickly. Oh, he didn't get that?
Called
no,
that
he didn't
first
get the
one
first
a ball.
call. No, he didn't.
Oh, they called that first one a ball?
Yep.
What the fuck, dude? Terrible call up. 99 right down the middle, fouled off. It's 1-2. Jason Foley against Moncada. I'm assuming Luis Robert is batting third. I don't know.
Yes, Robert is up next.
Robert's
he
up
has
next.
a 375 average against.
Yeah, he is by far the best player on the White Sox. So you don't want to you need this out here. Don't want to have somebody on base for him.
Oh.
Little power slider there at the bottom of the zone.
I want to see the breaking.
And it is 2-2 Jason Foley against Yohan Moncada.
No free passes.
No free passes. Got to get him here. This is what he does, man. He pumps gas. He's not going to walk him. He's going to attack the strike zone.
Damn it.
Fouled down the right field line. 91, little cut fastball
slider
there at the bottom of the zone.
Was that fastball? Okay.
And we'll see what happens here, man. I'm excited for this, though. This is what baseball's all about, man. First game of the season, 1-0, last inning. It's 2-2 pitch again here from Jason Foley. Fastball at 100, right at his belt buckle. He fouled it off straight back. Still 2-2. Give him lift that up a little bit more. Give him about 100-mile-per-hour fastball at the nipples. Let him swing right under it for that strikeout. That'd be Michael. He's got that fastball working already. That's the first one in triple digits. Oh, there it is.
There we go.
Let's
Look
go.
at the movement, man. The movement on that 100-mile-per-hour fastball at the bottom of the zone by Jason Foley is nasty. That is a strikeout pitch, folks. That's why you bring him in to close that game. Look at that movement on that 100-mile-an-hour fastball, man. That is nasty.
Beautiful.
Nice.
Nasty stuff by Jason Foley. Gets it right at the bottom of the strike zone. 2 outs here at the bottom of the ninth. Tigers got a 1-0 lead. Luis Robert, the big man, up there.
Robert.
Quickly 0-1 with another 99-mile-per-hour fastball. Looking good.
Fellas, I'm sweating in here like we're watching the wild card first round, dude.
Hey,
I'm
man,
locked in.
this is intense, man. 1-0 bottom of the ninth here. Here's the 0-1 pitch from Jason Foley. Fastball at the bottom of the zone.
I feel like
He
there's more
doesn't
on the
bite.
line for you too, Nick, because you and a few others want me to get into baseball, which I need to be honest with you, to help carry us throughout the summer. But I just need them to be good. And if they win, there's a reason to stay locked in too.
Yeah. And the 1-1 pitch from Jason Foley just beats the pitch clock.
Nice.
101.
Wow.
101. Here you go, big boy. Here's the fastball.
That was
Catch it if you
beautiful.
can. Robert swings right through it.
Here comes 102.
1-2.
He's going to climb the ladder, 102, baby.
Put it at the top of the zone.
Yeah.
Give him 102 at the top of the zone. Let him swing under it. You know he's looking for it. They're going for the... Oh, 101! In on his hands. Strikes him out. Line him up, sit him down. Jason Foley with the save. Tigers get their first win of the season. Amazing management there by the end. Keeping Chafin in to get that first lefty, and then Jason Foley comes in pumping triple-digit fastballs in there in the strike zone to get the save. Tigers win 1-0. Javier Baez, only run of the game. You love to see it.
Javi, Oppo hit, stolen base, great base running to get to third on Parker Meadows, fielder's choice, and then Ibanez with the sac fly. Let's go.
Hey,
Easy.
Neil, the people wanted your take on the Tigers win.
What's that?
The people wanted your take on the Tigers win. Spinny did.
Oh, did he?
So you're live on there. Don't say any swear words or all that stuff.
Dude, yeah, man. World Series or bust, man.
Javier Baez, MVP.
Javi Baez, man. Comeback player of the year.
Comeback player of the year.
Love you, Neil. Thanks for picking up.
Well, yeah, of course, man. When I see it's easy, I'm picking up the phone.
Do you have anything on the Did you get to watch it?
I kept an eye on it on the TVs. I'm at my daughter's birthday party we're doing for her at Urban Air or whatever. So I've been watching it. Not locked in, but I get the gist of it, man. You strike out 11 times and get 6 hits and you win. That's a good win.
Neil, I apologize for calling on your daughter's birthday party. Go ahead and enjoy that, brother. I'm sorry.
All right, big bro. I'll talk to y'all later.
I'll see you, man.
Shout out, Neil. Shout out the Tigers. Like I said, just a great performance for them to get the win over the White Sox in the first day of the baseball season for them. Tariq Skubal goes 6 innings of shutout baseball, and then you give it over to Shelby Miller in the 7th, 1-2-3. Andrew Chafin steps in the 8th, 1-2-3. You give him the first batter, the lefty matchup. He gets him out in 3 pitches, strikeout. Jason Foley comes in, slams the door shut, pumping 100-plus mile-per-hour fastballs in the zone. You love to see that. Javier Baez, a single, a stolen base, and a run scored off the Andy Ibanez RBI. Tigers 1-0 on the young season. It's a great start. You love to see it.
Silky Johnson talking 90 wins.
I pump the brakes a little bit on that, Silky, but that is a great team win where you played small ball to get the only run of the game. Obviously, fantastic pitching performance. AL Cy Young frontrunner Tariq Skubal already 1-0 with a 0.0 ERA on the season. I love to see it, man. I love baseball. Happy it's back. Happy the Tigers got their first win.
Bullpen, 3 innings pitched, 5 Ks. And they all did their job extremely well in this one. Skubal, obviously, the ace of this team, showing it today. A win's a win.
Win's a win.
A win is a win.
11 total strikeouts in a 9-inning game. If you can average over 1 strikeout per inning,
and I'll tell you what,
good, man.
That right there is what he's trying to build. Like that is exactly what he's trying to build. It's not we're not the Bronx Bombers. Right. You know, we're not the Yankees. We don't have 3 guys that are going to hit 40 home runs on the season. What you have are guys that are going to grind out at bats. When you get somebody on base, you move him over into scoring position, and you cash him in on a sac fly, and then you play lights out pitching on the back end of it. That's what the Tigers need to win this year. And they did it on the first game of the season. So love to see that.
Championship teams built like that?
Yeah.
The Oakland A's almost got there.
I mean, the Cardinals, when they won, they were like that. They weren't hitting. I mean, they had Pujols, but other than that, they didn't have a bunch of guys hitting.
They didn't have one of the best hitters.
We have
that's quite the guy.
We have one
He's
guy.
like Marner.
We have one guy in our lineup who can hit 30+ home runs a year, and that's what the Cardinals had when they won the World Series. Like, small ball works, man.
Yadier was a beast behind the plate as well.
Yeah, but he wasn't hitting 30 dingers. That's what I'm saying. They didn't have dudes that were. They're not the Yankees of old. They're not the Bronx Bombers. Like, small ball wins games.
Pitching's so important. Bullpen
they did have great pitching on those teams. Wanted to say real quick though, shout out top 5 future AL Rookie of the Year, Colt Keith on his first MLB hit. Let's go.
Yep. Colt Keith got a dribbler there. I think he was 1 for 4 in the game, but good. Seeing eye single, he beat it out. He looked fat. Parker Meadows, like, I know he didn't get a hit, but man, he was getting down that first baseline with a lot of speed. He's going to create a lot of havoc on the base pass this year. Just an impressive game. Rookie pitcher was dealing, says Alan W. Yeah, the White Sox rookie he had a great game, but
is that who the starter was?
Yeah, for the White Sox.
Wow.
He's a rookie. Yeah, home opener for the Rook.
First start.
And he put on a show. He put on a show for the fans. He did enough to win, but unfortunately, he was going up against the AL Cy Young winner.
When did they pull him?
Tariq Skubal. Huh?
When did they pull him? The rookie.
Same. I think 6. I think he went 6 with 1 inning.
Yeah, 6-inning pitch, 8 strikeouts for the rookie. Looks like he's going to be a problem in the future, but I'm glad we have Tariq Skubal.
Is he, or do we have shitty hitting?
Fair point.
I mean, it's a little bit of both.
Yeah, hey, good for Torque, though. One thing that I mentioned earlier in the week is that he starts slow every season in March and April. He had 2 hits today.
Yeah, 2 for 4,
Good to see. So, yeah, he had the most hits on this team. So, good to see for Torque, even though he wasn't going out of the yard. Good to see, especially after the slow spring he had. So, good to see from Torkelson, and hopefully these fellas can keep it up because they have a weak schedule to start. They need to take advantage, Spenny.
Yeah. You got another. I don't know do you know who the starter is for tomorrow? Is it Mize, or is it
maybe
Maeda?
Let me check. I
think it's gonna be Maeda.
Maybe Maeda. I don't know who's gonna be. Again, obviously this is a 3-game series to start against the White Sox. So whoever's taking the tit tomorrow is gonna have to bring it just like Skubal did, because they're gonna be angry after getting shut out.
How would you have it?
I would have it Maeda probably.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking.
Probably go the veteran after the young guy.
Well, they're not playing tomorrow. They have that off day. That stupid.
Off day.
Saturday it is Maeda.
Maeda, okay. Yep, Maeda on the tit on their next game against who?
Soraka, who's also pretty decent for the White Sox.
Who is it?
Soraka,
yeah.
Veteran.
Soraka.
All right, we'll see. Kerry Carpenter probably going to get his first start of the season against Soraka, I would assume. But I'm excited, man. It's a good way to start the season. Obviously, it's better to win than lose.
And Flaherty is scheduled for Sunday, so Mize is not going.
4th or 5th?
Wow.
Huh?
Mize will be 4th.
Yeah, Mize
probably.
will be 4th or 5th. Yep.
I don't know.
Maybe Olsen. No, Mize will be 4th.
I think they're going to do sort of like I don't know if they're going to limit Mize in his innings because he hasn't really pitched in over like a year and a half.
Yeah.
So they might do like a long extended kind of not bullpen day, but maybe like a 4
give him
start.
3, 4.
3, 4. Yeah. I could see that.
That's why you have guys like Alex Faedo in the bullpen who can eat up some of those innings for guys like Casey Mize to kind of get him off into the season. That's why you kept an Alex Faedo. That's why you have a Joey Wentz, who I know everybody hates, but Joey Wentz and Alex Faedo are going to be your long inning bullpen arms. So I could definitely see that. Maybe they give Casey Mize 3, maybe 4, maybe give him a pitch limit. But yeah, so you think Olsen's after Flaherty, and then Mize will be the 5th?
I could see it because you don't really need those long extended guys when Skubal's on the mound.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where I'm at with it. But also, I wonder if they're lining it up to see who pitches next Friday for the Tigers, if that has anything to do with it for that home opener for opening day for the Tigers at Comerica.
It was supposed to be Flaherty, wasn't it? Did I see it was supposed to be Flaherty for the home opener?
For home opener?
I think I would. I don't know. I would
Where
rather see one of the home run
where
guys.
can you find it? Where can you find the information?
You just have to kind of do the math with the rotation, how it's going to go. But
Yeah, 'cause
let's
they
go,
announced it
boys.
the day
Let's
of or
go.
night before.
Go. Good big win.
Mark Payat in the Woodward Sports Chat says Harold Mize is the 5th starter.
Yeah, that would make sense. That would make sense. Like Nick says, you don't want to just drop the leash and let him go coming off of an injury and not pitching for 2 years almost. Like I said, you got guys like Faedo and Wentz in the bullpen for a reason, because you give Casey 3 innings, you give him a pitch count, whether that be 50, 60 pitches or 3 innings, whichever comes first, and then you let Faedo or Joey Wentz eat up a couple innings to get to your actual bullpen arms.
Well, let's go to break. When we get back, as promised this time, for real this time, Detroit Lions talk.
All right, tell us about Swiss.
I'll tell you guys about Swiss Insurance. Insurance is going up across the state of Michigan. Some really bad news. Got some good news for you, though. My guy Mark can get you right. He'll make sure you're not overpaying your deductibles and the rates aren't going up either. Email him directly. That's mark@swissins.com, or just visit swissins.com. Hit up my guy Mark. Send your mock drafts to him.
Every year, after a cold and dreary winter, Metro Detroiters come together for 2 things: Tigers baseball and the best damned party in the world. A new season of Tigers baseball is here, and we're bringing in the new season as only Woodward Sports knows how. Broadcasting live from the biggest party. It's the Grand Slam Festival at the Detroit Opera House. Come party with 4,000 Detroit sports fans, starting with Wake Up Woodward and rolling into Big D Energy. This is a party you don't want to miss, with Detroit's best DJs, food trucks, and of course, shots. Get your tickets now at GrandSlamFest.com. 21 plus. See you April 5th at the Grand Slam Fest.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men for an award-winning haircut experience from one of our talented stylists. Enjoy a precision haircut, hot lather neck shave, scalp and neck massage, and a hot towel treatment to top it off. Enter for your chance to win the $50,000 Perfect Bracket Challenge. With more than 25 Metro Detroit locations, there's always a Lady Jane's near you. Lady Jane's Haircut for Men, open 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. Lady Jane's, it's wicked awesome.
Where's the most convenient place to get that big fitness energy?
It's Planet Fitness.
Join today for just $1 down, $10 a month. With over 2,400 locations and equipment for every workout, you can get in, get energized, and get going. And with free fitness training and most clubs open 24 hours, everyone belongs in the judgment-free zone. So join today for $1 down, $10 a month, no commitment, cancel anytime.
A ton of fun, a ton of sports, and a ton of man meat. Welcome to the Woodward Heavyweights, live daily 5 to 7 p.m. on Woodward Sports.
Tigers are hype, obviously. 1-0. They're going undefeated, on pace for 162-0. So make sure you come join us Friday, April 5th, starting at 9 a.m. for Grand Slam Fest. It's Detroit's biggest party, starting 9 a.m. Get down there. You can get your tickets at GrandSlamDetroit.com. It's going to be in the Detroit Opera House parking lot. Come join Woodward Sports. We're going to be broadcasting live all day. We're going to be partying all day. Tigers, undefeated World Series champion season started today.
What up, though? Welcome back to World Heavyweights Live on WoodWardSports.com. I'm your boy Eazy, joined my guy Rax. This next topic, it's almost so good I want to save it for tomorrow, but we need a fire-ass clip tonight. When Brad Holmes spoke, we put out there, in quote, actually, no, we had the video itself.
You mean the Fox 2 video?
Yeah, actually, let's do the one with Dan Campbell first.
Oh, okay.
Because basically what this is around is we've kind of been talking about on the show.
I'm going to go find it first.
We would like another cornerback for the Detroit Lions. Dan Campbell was asked that question. He said after the Cam Sutton being cut, it became a little bit of an urgency. However, when Brad Holmes spoke the following day, he said not so much. We will have both those videos shortly. The one I know I sent in Slack from Brad Galley.
Oh, okay.
And then the other one was from Will Rock. That's also in Slack.
In the heavy Slack?
Yep, heavyweight Slack. But if not,
Here you go. I got the Brad Holmes here coming up here. Just keep talking.
okay.
So keep talking.
Oh, I think it's just him talking. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's come back with that one then. Let's just do it for now. Let's do the 33rd team mock draft or mock trade for the Detroit Lions. We'll do the other one. We have the videos ready. So we just play in the sync. However, did you see that one, Spinny? Did you get to see the graphic we put in there? So 33rd team, if you guys aren't familiar with them, they help host the Amon-Ra St. Brown Brothers podcast. And then they also have QB rankings we've gone over before. They just most recently put out some mock trades ahead of the draft. And the Detroit Lions were in there. Check this one out, Spinny. They had your Detroit Lions making a trade for Haason Reddick from the Philadelphia Eagles. I think they gave up pick 61 and pick 143. Do you have that graphic in there, Pete?
Hang on a second.
Essentially, a second and a fifth for Haason Reddick.
Okay, yeah, 61 and 164.
Yes.
Now have your video when you're ready.
For Haason Reddick.
How you feeling about that?
I don't hate it. I mean, I don't hate it at all. Haason Reddick is a proven edge rusher. He's been able to get to the quarterback at a high level for the past couple of years for the Philadelphia Eagles. We know how we feel about his type of edge rusher next to an Aiden Hutchinson, a speed guy, a quickness guy, a guy that just attacks the quarterback. That's somebody that we like and has proven to fit well across from Aiden Hutchinson. So, yeah, I mean, I would not be mad about that at all.
I'd love it too.
Yeah.
I mean, you just said it.
I doubt it happens.
Us personally, we love the speed rushers opposite of Hutchinson, just because what you saw from James Houston, even going back to college. You've always made the point too about my man who's playing with the Ravens right now. I can't think of his name at the moment. Who was
Jabo.
it? Jabo.
Yeah.
They've always kind of worked out, right? Hutch was demanding double teams, and the guys on the opposite side were able to beat their guys and end up landing a couple sacks. Haason Reddick is that speed rusher. Haason Reddick coming off 11 sacks last year, 16 the year previously. It'd be tremendous if that happened.
Yeah.
However, he's also on a contract year. He also wants some money. That's half the reason the Philadelphia Eagles aren't going to be able to retain him. They're probably going to get rid of him. That's why they drafted my man out of Georgia last year. I can't think of his name. And then also they have Sweat, too. Or did they trade Sweat?
I think they traded Sweat, but they got Nolan Smith.
They got Nolan Smith ready to take place. Essentially another speed rusher.
They signed Bryce Huff.
That's what it was. That's right. They signed Bryce Huff, trade Sweat. They also drafted Nolan Smith. It doesn't. They're definitely getting rid of him. But Brad Holmes and this regime, bro, they don't like to spend money.
Yes.
They really don't. I don't know what it is. Maybe I need to help that out. Sell more cars at Suburban Ford. Hit me up if you guys looking. But he's not going to do it, bro. They're not.
That's not going to happen.
If it happens, it's going to be a deadline deal. There's no way they do it now because he's looking for a deal now.
Yeah.
And I don't even know if it's not happening, bro. I can't. I'm not buying into it. Pete, Nick.
I got both clips that you want, just so you know. I got Brad Holmes and I got the galley with DC.
We'll do that. We'll do that as the next segment.
You got it, brother.
Fellas, this is an all-in type move that I don't know if this team's ready to make, but if they made it, I'd be fired up as all hell that we're going to the Super Bowl. 50.5 sacks the last 4 years. To pair that with Aiden Hutchinson, who is just starting to come into his own. If they made this move, I'd be so fired up. Even if it is for the one-year rental, I just don't see Brad doing it for that second rounder to give that asset up along with the cap space. I don't see it, but if it happened, I mean, I'd be all in behind it. You know, I would be all in for this season because having those two guys on the edge with Reeder and Ali McNeil in the middle, that transforms this defense to a level we haven't seen in a very long time.
Yeah, people in the Steve Wild says they still have Sweat. Eduardo O'Neill, they kept Sweat. He agreed to restructure. So yeah, they're definitely getting rid of Haason Reddick. But no, this is not going to happen.
No,
this is a pipe dream, and we know pipe dreams are rarely answered by Brad Holmes and this Lions regime. I would be
in terms of acquisitions.
I would be extremely in terms of big name acquisitions. I would be extremely surprised if Brad Holmes did this on draft day.
Yeah, the other thing too, I mean, the perfect example of it would be the Snead trade. And there's a very similar situation. It's somewhat a position of need. I mean, more so, obviously, the corner position, which actually tells you for sure this ain't happening because this is less of a need than the cornerback position. And he wasn't willing to give up the assets, and he wasn't willing to pay afterward. I think it was more so the pay than it was the assets because obviously a third and a seventh, that's kind of what you gave up pretty damn close to what you gave up for Carlton Davis.
Yep.
So they would have been willing to part with that third, and I'm sure they would have been willing to part with the seventh or sixth, whatever it may have ended up being. But it's more so just paying him. Hassan Reddick, the reason why he's looking to move on and the Philadelphia Eagles are moving on from him, he's looking to get paid. It's just not going to happen. It's less of a need in that cornerback spot. Pete, where you at with it?
I'm at with Aaron Glenn. I trust. I mean, I think this guy could coach a defensive lineman with one leg and the other one being a peg leg. I mean, this guy is a magician. He knows exactly what he's doing. So I mean, and then Brad Holmes I trust too. So I mean, they're going to take the players that fit the system that they want. It's just that simple. But I'm still on the bandwagon that they're going to take a wide receiver at number 1. But the defensive line I think is all solid. And I think they obviously need a linebacker and obviously secondary help as well. But I mentioned to Spenny on his X the other day, I think that Quandre Diggs, name from the past, might be an interesting option to come back and play in the secondary.
Yeah, the safety position for sure.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. As much as I'd love it, I mean, I can see him getting rid of those assets too. I don't have a problem with the price at all.
No, I'm fine with the price. I just don't.
Price is smooth sailing.
I don't see Brad Holmes doing that at all.
It's the pay. And again, if it does happen, you would need 2 things. You would need the Eagles to keep Hassan Reddick for some reason after signing Bryce Huff and restructuring Sweat and having Smith on the team as well.
Yeah.
And then you would also need the Detroit Lions to be in a winning position where the future looks promising. I mean, like that year specifically, because if you're making the move, it's on a rental because, like we said, he's not going to repay him.
Yeah.
He's not going to re-sign him, I should say. And that's just, you're asking for a lot there, in my humble opinion. Not that it means much. By the way, we'd love to trade. No, I think all in this room agrees.
Yeah, we would love if this happened, but yeah, it's probably not going to happen.
Be interesting.
Oh, with the black
I see
jerseys.
that. I would
God.
see him trading up to get an edge rusher before. That's Edward O'Neal says I'd rather trade up for Verse or Latu and have a cheaper option. To be honest,
I think Brad would rather do that too.
I could see Brad doing that way before he makes a trade for Hassan Reddick.
We said on this very show that's when Brad likes to have control of the contract, at least, or. Yeah, no, that's for sure. He wants the rookie deals, and that's where he eats is in the draft. I mean, by the way, too, real quick, speaking of rookie deals and contracts and drafts, we will have Al Carson on tomorrow.
Shout out.
I'm having to bring a mock draft, and all as well as obviously talk about some breaking Detroit Lions news. We haven't caught up with him since, but I just want to give him a shout out. Al will be joining us tomorrow. But yeah, I got my hopes up reading it, especially again in the black jerseys, that defensive line.
Yeah.
Oh man, Hutch, Reeder, Aleem. Hassan. If the Vikings did take JJ, and God forbid he start that game, he might retire.
Yeah.
Might be forced to retire. No, I'm just talking that shit. Let's go to break. When we get back, little Brad Holmes versus Dan Campbell.
You got some breaking news, Nick?
They did just drop the NFL over-unders. If you guys want to react to those as well, that we could dive into.
Yeah, I got them right here, actually. The 2024 over-unders at BetMGM.
Who you got? Same one?
I got FanDuel. I saw somebody in the chat. We'll compare. We'll let you guys know we got some heat when you get back.
Let me tell you about the quarterback challenge presented by Shake Shack. The Shake Shack QB challenge. You can win 2 tickets to the Detroit football home opener. All you got to do is scan that QR code above me, go into any Shake Shack location, or go at woodwardsports.com, and you have a chance to win. If you could throw it on a rope, you could be at the home opener. It's the Shake Shack QB challenge.
Every year, after a cold and dreary winter, Metro Detroiters come together for 2 things: Tigers baseball and the best damned party in the world. A new season of Tigers baseball is here, and we're bringing in the new season as only Woodward Sports knows how. Broadcasting live from the biggest party. It's the Grand Slam Festival at the Detroit Opera House. Come party with 4,000 Detroit sports fans, starting with Wake Up Woodward and rolling into Big D Energy. This is a party you don't want to miss, with Detroit's best DJs, food trucks, and of course, shots. Get your tickets now at GrandSlamFest.com. 21 plus. See you April 5th at the Grand Slam Fest.
What's the most convenient place to get that big fitness energy?
It's Planet Fitness.
Join today for just $1 down, $10 a month. With over 2,400 locations and equipment for every workout, you can get in, get energized, and get going. And with free fitness training and most clubs open 24 hours, everyone belongs in the judgment-free zone. So join today for $1 down, $10 a month, no commitment, cancel anytime.
And with the first pick in the 2024 Media Draft, Detroit selects Woodward Sports. Thank you for making us the #1 digital network in Detroit.
Wake up, Woodward. Woodward Sports has a new morning show. Start your day with Woodward, with Wake Up Woodward, Monday through Friday, 8 to 10 a.m. live on Woodward Sports. Join Kool-Aid, Flannel Sam, Broder, JB, and KG every morning as they cover all of Detroit sports. Sports talk, banter, and live fan interaction, all on Detroit's #1 sports network, Woodward Sports.
I think, at least in my lifetime, I would say Dan Campbell's the best Lions coach of my lifetime.
Yeah, I would agree.
I think I'll make it our lifetimes. I think everyone's lifetimes. Brad Holmes is the best general manager the Detroit Lions have ever had.
I would agree.
Safe to say that strong fan bases. That it's always trust the process. A lot of times with Brad Holmes, let Brad cook, trust Brad. I think everyone's kind of the same with Dan. Obviously, there's more like in-game decisions that you get to witness Dan make versus Brad kind of just chefing it up in the draft and postseason with the acquisitions and whatnot. More of a telescope on Dan, or magnifying glasses to pick and prod at. But again, both fans. I think we believe in these guys wholeheartedly.
Yes.
What if I told you? It feels like they're at a little bit of a disagreement.
Spat. Trouble in paradise?
Trouble in paradise. I know they had the whole alpha male thing that Dan Campbell said when he first came in, that they didn't always agree on things, but they'll concede when need be. Well, when asked, Dan, about losing Cam Sutton, is cornerback and urgency.
Yeah.
He responded with this, if you don't mind, the one from Brad Galley and Dan Campbell.
The Dan Campbell one?
Let's
Yeah.
do that.
A little bit. You know, certainly there's a lot more of, you know, a lot of people are telling you congratulations and what a year, and, you know, which you would do to them too, and they've had a heck of a year. And so, but I also know, I know what that is too. And like the guy who just said that, we're on their schedule next year. And so, you know, and so I understand what it is, and I appreciate it just like I do them. I respect the game, respect the way they coach and their team, but, you know, when it comes time to play, we got to be ready to go.
Just kidding. I'll get the right one.
Oh, you got it? You need a minute?
No, I will get it here. Sing.
Okay. All right.
That's all me.
I just do it tomorrow?
Yeah, let's do it tomorrow. We'll do it tomorrow. Let's do the over-unders for the Detroit Lions.
For sure.
Sorry, guys. I know I hyped you up
That's
there.
on me, dude. That's
you're
my
good.
bad.
Hey, it happens.
If you don't mind me throwing up a chart from our show, it gives you the whole stuff there.
Yeah, I got it right here. So we'll start with the over-unders for the NFC North. The least rated over-under
Should we take some? All right, we got it on the
is
screen.
the Minnesota Vikings. Yeah. Minnesota Vikings.
Okay.
All right, 6.5. Easy, are you over or under 6.5 for the Minnesota Vikings?
That's tough, man. I feel like that's right where they can end up being. I feel better taking the under. For sure. Like, Sam, I mean, what'd they win last year without Kirk Cousins? Would they end up with 7?
7, I think, yeah.
Yeah. That pick 11. Under.
Under 6.5.
Under 6. Well, what have they done to get, like, I guess, extremely better? You saw what they were without Cousins.
Yeah.
I mean, I do
Your boy
like Sam
Ginkel.
Darnold more than most, but
Van Ginkel, right?
Van
Van Ginkel.
Yeah.
Well, they got
that's
Van
your
Ginkel
boy.
and Grenard.
But they lost Daniil Hunter.
I think Van Ginkel Grenard's a upgrade for them, to be honest.
From
with you.
Daniil Hunter, who was, third in the NFL in sacks last year.
Daniil Hunter, one guy. Van Ginkel and Grenard, 2. And I think it just fits what what's his name?
Flores.
Flores. I almost said Flowers. I think that's what he likes to do on defense. I think that is a little bit of an upgrade for him on defense, but no, dude. So I'll go under.
Under, okay.
I can't trust it over with that.
Nick?
Give me the over.
What is wrong
Justin
with
Jefferson, Jordan Addison, TJ Hawkinson. What is wrong with you? You didn't name a single one of those guys, Easy. The offense will definitely take a step up.
Who's throwing him the ball?
I don't know if it's Sam Darnold, Sam Howell, whatever Sam you want to grab. This team's going over. Whatever guy they're drafting, they're going over. Vikings. This is going to be the hardest division of football. I think the Vikings try to keep it together, and they go over.
Pete?
With J.J. McCarthy at the helm, they're going to go over. Without J.J. McCarthy at the helm, they go under. It's just plain and simple as that.
It's fair. I'm going to go with J.J. McCarthy at the helm. They go under. Without J.J. McCarthy at the helm, they go under. I don't think even J.J. McCarthy, the Messiah, is going to walk into there and get 7 wins. Give me the under. I think they'll be at 6, though. I can see them getting 6 wins, but you don't have a competent quarterback. I can't say you're going to win 7 games, and I'm not comfortable saying a rookie quarterback is a competent quarterback in this league. Next place, in the NFC North. The Chicago Bears. Easy, your favorite team.
No.
8.5.
Never. Quit
8.5. The Chicago Bears.
They have to win 9 games under. Right? I can see winning that. I mean, these are on the money. Like, these are the numbers I'd pick.
Yes.
Damn. Damn. Over.
Over 8.5 for the Bears. Noted Bears fan. Easy.
9 wins. That's doable. They had 7 last year. They just got added Keenan Allen. If Caleb Williams is anything close to what he's supposed to be, that's them be cooking. DeAndre Swift upgraded the backfield too. They still got the guys they had previously.
Fair.
Previously on, ready to die.
Nick?
I just got roasted in the chat for hyping up the Vikings. But I'm going to do the same with the Bears here. I'm going over. Every single one of these NFC North teams are, I think, very talented. I think, obviously, the Lions have the most talent, but I'm going over with the Bears. I think Caleb Williams is going to be walking into a perfect situation, especially if they grab another offensive lineman with that second first-round pick. Give me the over on the Bears. I believe in their defense as well.
Pete?
I'm going to say 8 on the nose, so just under, because the fact that they do have a good offense. I don't believe in Caleb Williams. I'm probably one of the few here. I don't see it.
Gotta go over under.
I'm going under. I'm just
yeah.
by half a game. I'm going under. They'll be 8-9 this year.
Yeah, I'm also going under on the Chicago Bears. Nick's proclaiming this the greatest division in the history of the NFL.
That was ever built.
I'm not there yet. Again, I'm not going to trust a rookie quarterback to go into the league and win 9 games.
But that rookie quarterback has
even if that rookie quarterback
Keenan Allen
has good weapons. DJ Moore and Keenan Allen aren't better weapons than Justin Jefferson and Addison. So
better quarterback though.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. I do think he's bad, but I don't think he's going to win 9 games.
And a good defense.
I'm not going to say he's going to win 9 games. That offensive line is still suspect in my mind. I'm not going to put
pick number 9.
I'm not going to put a parlay of a rookie quarterback and a rookie offensive tackle winning 9 games for the Chicago Bears. I'm going under for them.
I'm the hater of the Chicago Bears. You
love the
too
Bears.
hard. You hate a little too hard.
Next,
Spenmo, you don't have faith in Caleb Williams to have a CJ Stroud type rookie season?
No, I do not. Because Eberflus is not a good coach. Their offensive line is not good. You got to hit a 3-leg parlay, which is Eberflus, Williams, and whatever offensive tackle they draft. So 2 rookies.
I like that.
And the worst coach in the division. I'm not putting my money on that. Give me the under. But I'm with Pete. I think they'll be at 8. I don't think they're going to be 3 or anything. I think they'll be ahead of the team. I think they'll be at 8 wins on the season.
New offensive coordinator.
Yeah. Did you see who was it? Their reaction to Shane Waldron leaving, a wide receiver. Who did he coach for last year?
Wake Forest.
No, he was in the NFL, wasn't he?
New offensive
coordinator. He was the Seahawks. He was on the Seahawks last year.
Oh, even worse. They got a worse.
And they asked Jackson Smith and Jigba about it, and he was like, he's pretty good, or he's a good guy.
Who'd they ask?
Jackson Smith and Jigba.
Oh, wow.
They're like, the Bears are pretty excited about their new offensive coordinator. What can you tell them about him? And he was like, oh, he's a good guy. I'm not too many. This is like 62. Too many new variables for me to say they're going to get 9 wins. I'll give them 8 though. I do think they'll be a pretty good team, but not 9 wins.
Yeah, this is not a good offensive.
4 losses: 2 against the Lions,
hiring.
2 against the Packers, 1 loss against the Houston Texans, and 1 loss against the San Fran 49ers on the road. So no way.
Next up, we have the Green Bay Packers at 9.5. Easy over under 9.5 for the Packers.
Wow. Oh, I can't give everybody over. NFC North's got tougher.
Are you sure? Because I'm about to.
Yeah, Nick's doing it. Nick's going 4 for 4.
Yeah, Vikings one kind of wild on your part, Nick. Not gonna lie. I gotta give them their respect. I go over for the Packers.
Nick,
they've grown on me as my least favorite.
Greatest division of all time.
I don't love doing it, but I'm gonna. Give me the over on Jordan Love and the Green Bay Packers. I think this team is a slight step below the Detroit Lions, and I believe they are a threat. Obviously, as we saw in the playoffs when they whooped on Dallas and basically choked the game to San Francisco, kind of like we did. So, yeah, give me the over.
Pete?
Yeah, give me the over too, because they have some very tough matchups at Lambeau. And I think they should be able to beat the Texans, the 49ers at Lambeau. And those would be 2 losses on the road. So give me the over.
I am also going over here, and it's not crazy for me to say because I took the under on the 2 worst teams in the division. So give me the Packers to win double-digit games. Talk about offense. They've got a great offense. They might. I like Josh Jacobs more than you do, so I don't think he's that much of a downgrade from Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones, if he could stay healthy, might be a better running back, but Aaron Jones gives you maybe 10 games a year. So I like Josh Jacobs. Fair. They have a fantastic quad of wide receivers. Like they have 4 very good wide receivers on that team. Quadruple?
What's quad?
Because quad. They have a fantastic quad of wide receivers. I like all 4 of the young receivers they have over there. Jordan Love looked pretty damn good last year. Give me the Packers to win. Give me the Packers to win 10, maybe 11 games. Next up, the Detroit
Quartet. Foursome.
Quartet.
Quartet and or foursome.
Foursome. Yeah, I like that better. Not gonna lie. The foursome of wide receivers. But Detroit Lions sitting at her bet MGM 10.5. 10.5 over under for the Detroit Lions. Get your money up, not your funny up.
You had FanDuel up. Is it other numbers the same?
10.5.
Yeah, they're the same.
Over. I already bet this up with somebody.
I
already bet this with El Gato from the Woodward Sports Chat. I don't know if he's in there today, but yeah, we bet a 50 burger on it. Detroit Lions with this defense and another top year of a top 5 offense. There's no way they don't win 11 games. I know the schedule is tougher, but come on.
Yeah, you said top 5-0. I'm going top 2. I'm going Detroit Lions win 13 games after beating San Fran. All roads lead through Detroit. We win this division. All roads lead through Detroit. We make it back to the bowl, baby. Over 10.5 easily. Great offense. Way improved defense. Top 15 in my mind. Way over.
Pete. Tell you what, I keep hearing everybody says the Lions are going to win the Super Bowl, right? This is their season. Well, you better be over 10.5 if you're going to be winning the Super Bowl. I mean, my goodness. But I'm going to agree with my boys on Ermanni and Edwards with Maz. 11 wins at least for the Lions.
I am with you guys on that. Give me the over. At least 11 wins. I'm thinking 12, maybe 13.
Yeah.
This is the Lions' year. They're going to, even though they play a tough schedule, they're going to go out there. They've improved. They were obviously dominant last year. Give me 12 wins for the Detroit Lions this year. And I forget who said it in the Woodward Sports Chat. Where was it? Oh, Nicholas Earl says, Spenny wants a Devil's foursome. I have had Devil's threesomes before. I think at Devil foursomes, I think it just turns into a train at that point. Like,
yeah.
I don't think you call it a Devil foursome. I think it's just called a train. But let's look at some other teams that. We got to go to break.
Yeah, let's go to break. Go back.
Let's go to break, and then we'll give you some other teams that the Lions are going to have their sights set on in the NFC. First, let me tell you about Big Boy. Seafood Fest is back at Big Boy. Catch it while you can. Dive into the fish and chips. Their new Parmesan-crusted cod, perfectly fried clam strip platter, or delicious fish sandwich. A Big Boy must-try, the new mango iced tea, the ultimate compliment for their popcorn shrimp, shrimp Alfredo, or shrimp stir-fry. Every day is a fish fry at Big Boy. And don't forget, every Friday night, the all-you-can-eat seafood buffet.
Sorry. I thought that was
Dreary winter. Metro Detroiters come together for 2 things: Tigers baseball and the best damned party in the world. A new season of Tigers baseball is here, and we're bringing in the new season as only Woodward Sports knows how. Broadcasting live from the biggest party. It's the Grand Slam Festival at the Detroit Opera House. Come party with 4,000 Detroit sports fans, starting with Wake Up Woodward and rolling into Big D Energy. This is a party you don't want to miss, with Detroit's best DJs, food trucks, and of course, shots. Get your tickets now at GrandSlamFest.com. 21 plus. See you April 5th at the Grand Slam Fest.
Feel alive during Feldman Chevrolet's biggest New Year's sales event ever. Get the best prices on our huge selection of award-winning Chevrolets. Like this 2024 Equinox for $188 per month. Or this 2024 Silverado for $268 per month. It's the New Year's sales event going on now at Feldman Chevrolet, Michigan's #1 Chevy dealer.
You smell that? That's Brad Holmes cooking. And the off-season smells good. Woodward Sports.
It's glorious. The new glorious ice water bubble hash pre-roll, now with diamonds, which are forever. Constantly pushing to create the best cannabis experience, and the perfect boost comes from the added touch of pure THC diamond dust, allowing flower with the highest terps, making the best better. Glorious Cannabis. Check us out at your local realtor or gloriouscanna.com. Glorious.
Check it out.
Check it out. What are the Philadelphia Eagles at?
I was just about to say that, Easy.
I'm very curious.
The Philadelphia Eagles are sitting alongside the Detroit Lions
Get
at
the fuck out of here.
10.5 for the over-under.
After that debacle, the way they ended last year.
They started, 10-1 on the season?
Yeah, they had a meltdown, but it wasn't. I guess A.J. Brown got hurt. I don't really feel it's due to too many injuries. I feel like they just. What did they end up doing at offensive coordinator? Did they figure that out?
I don't remember.
Did they figure out defensive coordinator?
Sirianni's calling plays now.
Yeah.
I think Nick Sirianni is the most overrated coach in the NFL. He's a Paisan, so I can't throw too much shade on him, but he is talk about being born on third base. I know Michigan fans love that. He walked into an all-star team, man. That guy, he walked into a fucking loaded roster.
Well, they made some moves.
All they do is give him talent. If you put an actual great coach on that team, they're winning at least one Super Bowl in the time he's been there.
What do you guys think about all the A.J. Brown issues last season? You know how
That's why I'm saying there's so many questions over there, man.
Yeah, there really is.
Big Dom OC, says JG. But Big Dom at OC.
I guess they were kind of oh shit, they got Kellen Moore?
Kellen Moore's their offensive coordinator?
Wow.
Yeah, he's OC
Okay,
now.
there's respect.
I'm
So
drafting
Jalen
A.J.
Hurts,
Brown again.
some respect.
Give me A.J. Brown again.
We'll see what they did at defense.
Who they got in their running backs?
Oh, damn, they loaded up.
Saquon.
Yeah, they added Bryce
Kellen
Saquon.
Moore at offensive coordinator, and they got Vic Fangio as a defensive coordinator. So you know what? Actually, okay, I'll back
and
off.
they got Saquon and Bryce Huff.
Yeah, I'll back off.
And
They still have Jordan Davis year 2.
Year 3.
Year 3 Jordan Davis. I'm sorry, I meant to say Jalen Carter year 2. And then they have Jordan Davis.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they'll be straight as fuck.
They're going to be a good
All
team.
right, I'll back off.
How about this one? The Atlanta Falcons behind Kirk Cousins.
9.5.
9.5.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
That makes sense. They'll do it.
Hell
Listen, they got
no.
weapons,
Give me the
bro.
under.
The under?
You get the under?
They're not in the NFC North. They're going under.
That's a weak division, though.
Yeah. That's more
If it
reason.
makes, if anything makes sense, you should take their over.
Kurt's
Bijan
coming off
Robinson.
a major injury. Has anybody talked about
Don't
this?
doubt Kirk Cousins.
I doubt him.
You're hurting for a Kirk. And
You think
He was
J.J.
hurt.
McCarthy's going to get 7 wins, but Kirk Cousins can't get 10?
That's actually fucking wild that you think, yeah.
Okay, Kirk Cousins.
That's a
if
bias.
Nobody's talking about the injury.
No.
He's just going to come back 100%.
Yeah. Kirk Cousins
We
the
saw
most
the way-
athletic guy ever.
kind of drugs
You
we
need
saw the
that
way
Kirk
Matt-
Cousins athleticism?
We saw the way Phillip Rivers looked late in his career. We saw the way Matt Ryan looked late in his career.
Yeah, what did Phillip Rivers do for the Colts? They won 11 games.
Did they? I don't think they did.
I think they snuck into a wild card.
No, they think they lost to the Jags, the lowly Jags, like the
Phillip
last game of the
Rivers.
year.
Last game
Remember,
of the year.
Sawyer was here. He's pretty pissed off.
Phillip Rivers on the Colts. They won 12 games. No, I'm just kidding.
I think he ended up getting benched too, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't know.
No, that was Matt Ryan.
Matt
Matt Ryan was the one
You're
that
right.
Yeah, that's what I'm
choked, and they got well.
You're 100% correct. Actually.
Matt Ryan is no Kirk Cousins, sir.
No, you're right. 11-5.
Yeah, they won. Thank you. I fuck with Phillip Rivers. I
You
do,
got somebody
honestly.
to
I like
LTS?
Phillip Rivers. Phillip Rivers was cool.
You
with
like
me.
that old school
What about
LT
the 49ers?
teams?
What they
That
got
man,
them at?
but Phillip Rivers cannot pull out to save his life. That dude, Phillip Rivers, weakest pull-out game in the world. He's up there with fucking Chief Keef and Nick Cannon. Man's got 12 kids. He built the whole offense. Another team. Wow. Seattle Seahawks. 7.5. The Seattle Seaman-Cocks.
I want to know about the 49ers.
49ers?
Wait, hold on. Seattle was at what?
7.5.
Okay, I thought you said 11.5.
No.
Yeah, I think that adds up. I don't think that's crazy. Because they got Sam Howell and Geno Smith. No Pete Carroll, Mike McDonald coming in. We don't know what he is. I mean,
God damn it.
Seahawks offensive coordinator. Let's see that real quick.
Big hairy ballsack.
Ryan Grubb is their offensive coordinator.
What about the goddamn 49ers? Sitting at 11.5.
At the 49ers.
11.5. San Francisco. Jagging it, smackity smack. Spanking it, schmackity smack.
I kind of want to go under.
Jagging it. That's San Diego. Damn it.
11.5.
Jagging it in San Diego.
I think it depends on what happens with that wide receiver, Brandon Ayuk.
I think they're keeping him, they said.
Did they come out and say it?
Yeah, the GM said they're keeping him. But he, after the GM said that, he posted on his Instagram, bullshit talks and money walks. Money walks and bullshit talks, what he put. With all emojis.
All right, what about last one before we get out of here?
What are the Chargers? I'm curious.
Chargers? They're the same with the Rams. And the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Which is?
And the Cleveland Browns.
Which, 9.5.
And the Indianapolis Colts.
9.5.
And the Chicago Bears. 8.5.
8.5.
8.5.
Hold on. Say those names again.
Indoor number 1. Caleb Williams paints his nails. He's got a pink phone and he drives a Lambo. It's the Chicago Bears. Behind door number 2.
I guess no Aaron Donald.
Reigning coach of the year. Nick Chubb coming off of a traumatic injury. It's the Cleveland Browns.
And
door number 3. I don't know who their quarterback is. Actually, I do. It's Anthony Richardson if he can stay healthy. It's the Indianapolis Colts.
Did they win 10 last year?
In door number 4. Easy's best friend, his favorite quarterback of all time, the Jacksonville Jaguars and Trevor Lawrence. In door number 5, the man who wears more khakis than anybody, and the quarterback with a beautiful arm and beautiful hair, the Los Angeles Chargers.
What are your Texans at?
Texans are at 9.5.
Really? That's
Yes.
all day. Put the mortgage.
Yeah.
9.5 with Miami, the New York Jets at 9.5 as well.
Take the under. Fellas, I got a question though. Must win for the Red Wings tonight?
Yes,
absolutely.
Yeah.
Every game here on out.
Biggest game of the year.
It
All right,
really
that'll
is.
do it. Then they're gonna
Hey,
get.
shout out to Tiggs as well.
And honestly, the Red Wings are probably gonna get clapped tonight.
Whoa,
but that'll
you
do it for us
Whoa.
today. I'm talking 3-0. That'll do it for us today. Appreciate you all tuning in.
There's no way.
For Easy, for Nick, for Pete, I'm Spencer. We're the heavyweights. We'll catch you guys tomorrow. Peace.
Brad Holmes versus Dan Campbell tomorrow.